Hello and welcome. My name is Rep. I'm very pleased to see you all here with us. I will be your GM for this session here at the Emerald Collective. I've passed my stealth and sleight of hand checks against GM Ben, stolen tonight's Shadow Dark session away from him. Instead, we're presenting a cheeky little one-shot for your viewing pleasure. For those of you who are watching who are regular to this stream, great to have you back. Get yourself settled and keep those fingers ready. Those of you joining for the first time, we thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoy the ride. Do keep your arms and legs inside the vehicles at all time. There are traps and they bite. All you need to do is just watch, but if you want to influence the game, then watching is earning you channel points right now this second that you can use to grant to the players here a 1d4 boon to spend on a dice roll. If you want to go further, then 100 bits will allow one player of your choice gain 1d4 healing as long as they are not already unconscious. Set that ground rule now. And should you choose to sub, in addition to our eternal gratitude, you'll be able to grant a player inspiration. Players include the GM. Full details are below. I see those. Okay, all right. Let's see who notes that was. Good, good. That always brings out the people who are trouble. While you're looking down below at the details for what I've just told you, do take note of our social links, particularly to our Discord server, where we continue the chat and the inevitable puns. Normally at this point, I would relay to you all the sheer breadth that we cover here at the Emerald Collective. However, in the UK, it's bloody hot. We've got new players to welcome to the table, so I'm going to push that little bit of itinerary back to the second part of our thing right after our break. It is a full itinerary to go to, and there's a special stream this Saturday to give you some more information on, so stay tuned for that. Before we start, though, thanks do go out to Snowy Maps, who created the encounter, the maps, and even most of the music, though not what you're listening to right this second, that we'll behold as we progress through this adventure to come. I was lucky to meet them UKG25, and they're lovely, lovely people, and they're happy to let me loose on their creation, and I'm happy to share it all with you now. But to bring it in, this nice happy tune, but we come to the world of salt and ash. This is a harsh and unforgiving landscape where civilization is beset on all sides. The common populace struggles on in a world where evil is just a shadow away. Most keep their head down and pray to a pantheon that doesn't seem to listen. There are those precious few who rise up when needed, though. The modicum of protection against the hordes of monstrous races is at times as simple as stone wall fortifications. But here in the mountains, far from the main cities, workable stone mines are widely spaced. The only mine in this particular region where we focus is known as the Black Mine. It is currently not operating. As our party arrive in this wee hamlet, they see signs of poverty, of workers unable to carry out their duties. The ragged flyer that is brought you here suggests making inquiries at the single tavern. The sign for this tavern does not swing on its rusty hinges, the lack of wind in the still surprisingly warm air at this height of summer in these altitudes. This tavern is the Mattock's Rest, and you all traipse into the single tap room. As your eyes adjust from the sun outside to the darkened interior, your pausing gives us a moment to see what you guys look like. Let us start. Ben, would you not introduce yourself and then your character, please?
Hello, everybody. I am Ben. I GM usual Shadow Dark game against the Crimson Queen on the Emerald Collective channel, but in its place tonight we have reps. This game I'm very excited to play a bit tonight. And tonight I am playing Thanagar the Jaguar. I know, human barbarian. Very recent escapee from the fighting pits. And he has been wandering and sort of been living, hand to mouth out in the wilds, on the run from on the people who would like to have him back for their blood sport. He is about 6'4", broad and muscular, but not overly sort of bulky. He has a little ranginess to him. A mess of sort of dark blonde hair, and a very peculiar feature where he has very large freckles all over his face and all over his skin, which is a particular feature of the nomadic tribe that he was snatched from as a youth.
Marvelous stuff. I'm just going to point out that all the character art you'll see tonight is by our players themselves, which is wonderful to behold. Thanagar, before we leave and move on to the next one, looking over to Sister Dolores, our cleric, why are you glad she's on your side?
Why am I well, for one, he is, though he doesn't put much stock in these organized religions, of which he's heard. It says, God is in or the gods are in the rocks and in the soil and the wind and all the rest. He has heard that such clerics have healing magic, so he thinks that might be that might be useful. And he does have a soft spot for healers because remembers the man who would often patch him up after fights, and the others who kept many of his imprisoned fighting pit comrades, alive maybe another day, where they otherwise may have succumbed to infection. So he does have a good respect for healers. He'll set aside Dolores's theism for now.
Isms? Are we welcome or are we not? Depends what they are. Let's move on to Carve. Would you not say hello and introduce to your character? Yes, to
Me?
you. Yes,
Kiva.
Kiva. Sorry, my apologies.
Sorry.
That's me being UK and rubbish. So do call me up if I get names wrong.
Yes, Sister Dolores. She is quite a young human. She is quite pale and slight. But she always has quite a kind and open face. Always quick to smile. She wears the garb that is. There's no the traditional uniform of the followers of Ilnatar, which is her god. But they do seem to tend to have kind of a red motif and the mark of Ilmatar, which is white bound hands or like white colored on red, with red cords binding them. So there's a lot of white and red in her outfit. She has cords herself tied around her hands and her feet, just sort of decorations, kind of like prayer beads almost. And she walks barefoot. The bottom of her robes are frayed and dirty from being on the road so much. As Ilmatar is the god of endurance and suffering, so she is partaking in the tradition of helping while suffering.
Marvelous stuff. Now, Sister Dolores, from a celestial source, you received a message about Bojax, your companion. Why is it important that you support them?
Bojack, I think she has seen a lot of suffering in her life and sees that she always wants to support those around her. Bojack is a fighter, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So traveling with these at least two quite rough and worn fighter type men, she feels like not obligated because that's not how she thinks, but drawn to, in a holy sense, to serve and help them, and if she can take on some of their suffering to herself, which is something she considers quite holy. So she sees that they're drawn to danger in their quest to maybe protect or survive, and she wants to aid them in that.
Marvelous stuff. Let's move across to a first appearance on our streams. Jay, hello and welcome. Nice to have you here. Why don't you tell us about yourself and then introduce your character for us?
I'm Jay. I don't have much to say about myself. Just Jay. Recently joined the channel. It's really awesome. Got to join in. This is my first ever game on the channel and really exciting. All this is very new to me. But I hope it will be fun. I'm sure it'll be fun. But I hope to possibly do more in the future and kind of get to know a lot of you guys. As for my character, greetings, tiny humans. I am the mighty Bojax. I am a bugbear. I was a former captain in the Goblin Army where I served honorably and dutifully. I am 7 feet tall with lithe muscles and long limbs. I wear a chainmail Curtis and an iron helmet with a chainmail veil to hide my appearance so I don't frighten the tiny humans. I carry a long spear that is as tall as I am. I have thick orange, red, rusty hair all over my body, which I also kind of hide with a cloak. Again, don't scare the tiny humans. And I am on a journey for money and gems because I love things that shine.
Marvelous stuff. Bojax, though, why do you owe a debt to Zircon?
I feel like I owe that to Zircon because I feel like being an intermittent nature as they are, and being not the smartest person around, my intelligence is 5.
You thought the barbarian was bad, folks. You know?
Once or twice, I may have tried to eat something that I maybe shouldn't have eaten out in the wild, and I feel like a bad case of
The Bojaxes.
Harry or so. I feel like they've helped me out, and even though they are tiny and weak, I feel like they've shown their purpose to me, and that they have knowledge. They've helped me out in a rough spot. So
that's the advantage of giving you the hangover cure, folks. That's what that leads you, and that leads us on to Leanne. I think this is also your first time with us on stream, so do welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Introduce yourself and your character, please.
Yeah, so my name is Leanne. Thank you all so much for having me. Like that, I joined the stream as like the Discord and the stream fairly recently, so like got to meet everyone, getting to know everyone has been really cool. So thank you guys for having me. My character is Zircon, and Zircon Blight is an Earth Genasi druid. He is like pretty like average build. He's like maybe like 5'8", 5'9", like nothing really like distinguishing about him in his build. I think the most distinguishing thing about him is he looks like he's made of like slate. He has this deep gray skin tone, but somehow slate that manages to look gaunt. Like this man looks like he hasn't slept in like a few days constantly, but I don't know how stone manages to look that way. It's a strange scenario.
I'm working on getting to that complexion right now. I'm getting there.
He looks brittle, maybe. Yeah.
And going off the brittle,
Shale.
the top of his head is like blue and green gemstones, but they look like almost they have grown out and like burst through the slate within him. And then from there, the gemstones have like cracked all the slate. So what you'd actually see is like these deep green lines going through, but if somebody actually got close to him, you'd see the lines aren't actually crystal. They're like almost like a neon lichen that seems to be glowy and kind of like almost adding to that kind of haggard, sickly visage that he has.
That's very, very cool. And one last question then to you, Zircon. What did Thanagar do on your first meeting that left such an impression?
I think Zircon has quite a blunt way of like talking to people. He doesn't really think of like, this might hurt your feelings. It's like, no, but this is just the information. Like, I don't know how to help you. And I think the first time he met Thanagar was like tense. Initially, I think he probably put his foot in it and maybe said something that was like, maybe you shouldn't have said that. But then they probably got into the thick of it because, again, I imagine Zircon may have said the same thing to somebody else and they were more angry. So Thanagar kind of became an ally, a reluctant ally who has stuck around since.
That I'm allowed to insult them, but you definitely can't, style of things.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Marvellous. This is our party on the road as we walk into this tavern we're in. As the four of you stand there, you hear a voice off to one side. Here, you lot looking for a job? You look over, there is a muscular human sat into one corner. He's leaning on a pair of crutches. One leg is missing.
Does it pay well?
Well, I mean, I've got some money for you. There's some money to go for it.
Money, I want gems. Do you have gems? Give me gems.
We don't much in the way of gems in these parts. Like, oh, hello. I've just seen what you look like. Wow. We can do you. Why don't you sit down and I'll explain what we're kind of looking for. If that's, oh, wow, hello. You're all rather large stuff. Hi, hello. Is that healthy? As he points towards Zircon, looking towards the green.
No.
Well, you just sit over the next table then. I'm sure you can hear loud enough what I'm saying on these things. Essentially, we need people to go and look into the mine. You see, we're the only stone mine in the area, and some kobolds got in there, and he's caused a fuss. And he points down to his leg, and you see there's a bandage on the one bit where it is missing, slightly above the knee. We've had a few of us have had misfortunes as a result of this, and we spoke to the Lord, and he sent his best knight, and we haven't seen her in 3 days. So we're kind of amassing a bit of money to get people to have a look in there if this is of interest to you.
Oh my goodness. That is so awful. And you're greatly suffering here due to this.
Well, we are, miss. We very much are. Yes.
Oh, can I do anything to help? I will do whatever it takes to help you poor people.
Clearing that kobold out the mine is kind of what we need most of all, actually. The leg wounds, the leg's gone. That's fine. It's not fine, but I'll make do on that. It's
you adjust your life so fast. What strength you have.
Well,
he smiles kindly upon you.
Oh, well, I'm sure he does that. But I mean, if he sent us to you to clear out the mine, then I'm all for the fella, and he's a great lad in my book. We can get you a little bit of money now, and if you clear the mine out, the Miners Guild will probably get you a more hefty sum.
Like the chair's over, Zircon raises a hand.
Oh, yes. Hello?
Hi. What was the knight's name, and were they strong?
Well, she never gave us a name. She just kind of walked up, and she's got that big plate armor stuff on and a big hefty sword, so I presume she was strong. But are you interested? I'm not. I'm trying to.
Yes, we'll take your job. Kobolds are weak and tiny. How could they ever lose to a kobold? We'll take your job, and we will help ourselves to all the gems in your mine.
Well, you'll be hard pressed to find any gems there, sir, because it's a stone mine that it is, and you won't find many gems.
Of course, it's a stone mine. Mines are not made of wood. What are you talking about?
I'll give you 2 gold now. We'll give you the rest when you come back. Yeah? Get the
gems are technically stones.
If you just head up the way, it's less than a mile or so. I thank you very much, very kindly. We'll be getting the money together for you, so we shall. Thank you. Thank you all so much.
We'll do this for you. Won't we? Won't we do this?
I lean into Zircon. Is 2 gold a lot?
More than we have.
Okay.
2 gold's actually not bad. He also mentions that he'll give you another 8, so you're going to get 10 gold total when this is all done to share between you. And if the Miners Guild's going to offer more than the 10 he's offering, if they know it's been cleared. But we presume, because there's a one shot, I've got nothing else prepped, that you're going to take this job on, and you start making your way out from the village, pretty much a 1-horse village, and you head up towards. In fact, let's start with this wonderful question: what's the marching order? Wow, they look scared now.
I feel like Bojax wants to be in front, but I feel like they never know where we're going. So
I imagine I'm behind Bojax, like maneuvering him by the elbows.
And each time you change my direction, I'm like, yes, this way, of course.
I suppose until we can reassess, I suppose, if by the time when we get there. But I suppose Thanagar can take point. He's got decent, survival and perception and nature and things like that. So he's used to the wild.
That's it. And would Sister Dolores bring up the rear, or would she be alongside someone in this?
I think she would be kind of in the middle. I think traveling with such a number of such large men, she's just got used to kind of being in the middle and walled on each side by massive protectors.
Like a mobile temple.
Yeah. Yeah,
cloister.
she's just humming to herself. She's counting the beads on her robe.
You should all now be able to see yourself on a map, if all has gone well. And there should be music playing gently in the background. The sun is hot. It is overcast. You are at the moment free to move as you would.
Hmm.
I'm going to take a backseat for 2 seconds because my sheet didn't update when I fixed it earlier, so I have to throw a few cantrips into my sheet.
I suppose before we sort of approach the bridge, he's gonna scan the area, sort of open his ears, sort of listen intently and
Make
even
a
give
perception check then.
a little sniff.
First
he's
roll of the
just
game. A sniff.
taking it all in.
I mean, you've got
Seems
Bojack's
cold.
10 feet behind you. There's not going to be much. You're probably going to have to sniff too much. Sorry, Bojack.
Well, this
I'm
is
sure
the question.
I'm sure you get.
I've
Am I
cleaned this
upwind?
month, okay?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
there
yeah.
you go. That's all right then. It was a
For
dust
today
bath
is
and
the
everything.
first.
It was
Is he upwind of
50.
Bojack's?
Cool. So you see in front of you, you can hear the sounds of a river passing over. You can see the bridge passing across it. Beyond that, there is a somewhat ramshackle-looking shed. There is only one horse beyond, not two. This is a Snowy's map. It's wonderful, but there is only one horse. And then there is an entranceway leading in that you presume to be the mine.
Thanagar or Ten will say that seems clear, and he is going to. But he'll say, but move cautiously.
Are you
It's
all
going to
moving up
approach the bridge.
alongside, keeping your march in order? Or are you splitting
Yeah.
up as your? Okay.
I want to hang back a little.
Sure.
I don't trust. I'm like, if he thinks it's safe, he can go first.
Yeah.
All right.
He'll step, I suppose, where the bridge is over the water, and just give
Okay.
a little press.
What's a
Bojack's
press check?
Well, just to see, does it creak? Does it buckle?
Roll me a flat D20.
Sort of say, like, it's just secure, because he also doesn't know how. He's just sort of wondering, is Zircon like? I mean, Zircon is smaller than. Did that roll? It did an 8. He's smaller than Bojack's and Thanagar, but also he seems to be made of rock, so not sure if he's the heaviest.
All right. It seems steady enough.
Maybe he'll chance it. He'll just be keeping an eye on Zircon when they cross.
Can I move you back to your? Yes. You do not make it across the bridge. Bojack, I'm presuming at this point
That
you
was
have
a nice
followed
try.
closely behind.
Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
right fine. I'm like, he's
Yeah.
not getting in front of me.
At the point where the second person steps on the bridge, the weight of you two as the bridge breaks. Can I have maybe a dexterity saving throw, please, both of you?
What?
11 on Thanagar, and
That is a.
you should be able to just click on dexterity saving your sheet, Bojax, if you want to roll
sorry.
it with the. That's all right.
New to this,
That's
you
okay.
guys.
No, absolutely, that's fine. So your dexterity save will be top and leftish a bit, where there'll be all four we listed down, and you just click on dexterity saving throw.
Cool. See it.
I wish.
We'll take you on the higher thing, but so you know where you're rolling in future.
Okay.
For the avoidance of doubt, we'll always take the one on the left, unless you're actually rolling at advantage, which one is best, or disadvantage, which one is worst. So you rolled an 8, you'll add to a 9. Both of you on an 11. Oh, marvelous stuff. As you collapse into the bridge, you both take 2 points of piercing damage as you land on sharpened
Oh, no.
stakes below the
Oh.
bridge and then go into the river.
No.
Yeah.
Welcome. Anyway, if I can now have both of you make
Fiend.
the athletics checks, please, to try and keep your position with disadvantage because you're bleeding a little and it's a little distracting.
Yeah, actually, on that point, Jay, as well, on the sheet above armor class, initiative, and speed, where there's if there's advantage, normal, and disadvantage toggles. I don't know if they're showing up there or not on the default sheet, but if they are, you can
most of the
click
people are
them.
just set to. I don't think I've got the toggle set for most.
Oh, it's always on. Ah, never mind. Sorry. I thought it might.
No, I normally do on these ones, but
easier.
for some reason my sheet defaults didn't follow through. So
I think it's probably just because it's the EC one. I think, yeah.
So that's a 16 for Fanagar, so you are fine to swim across. Bojax, and any boon, perhaps? Would you like to put a boon on that?
Save it.
Okay. Fanagar, you are washed, but are able to land onto stream there. Bojax, this bloody river's fast, and you'll go down it quickly.
No.
Can I use my excellent reach to like
I
take
forgot
my
about your
speed?
bloody
Yeah,
reach.
and like it's 15
Thanagar.
feet. Like
Thanagar,
I'll
reach
reach
out.
out for Thanagar.
Try grab him.
I'll like use my spear,
His
or
reflexes
my
are fast
pike,
enough.
which has reach.
Fanagar, do you want to make me a dexterity check? Bojax, do you want to do me acrobatics at disadvantage? Because you are trying to get your halberd out while you're in a fast flowing river.
Fair. Ah. Way, that's good.
You kind of pull out the wrong end and you're trying to work out how not to hold the sharp bit. But Fanagar sees what you're doing, grabs you and is able to pull you across the stream. That is the legitimate reach of a bugbear, by the way, that gap, people watching. It's hideous and I hate it. Anyway, the two of you will come up bedraggled, looking under that bridge, Fanagar. You recognize that was set up deliberately. That was trapped. That wasn't my weight's too heavy. That was someone had partly cut through them.
He will share this information with Dolores and Zircon, and as we call across to them just to think, can you make the jump?
I thought you said it was safe.
I don't.
That is what
I don't think I can jump 15 feet.
I also, it's only 10 feet in the middle across the broken bit of the bridge.
Oh, okay. Can I jump 10 feet?
I don't know. Let's find out, shall we?
Oh.
Make me an athletics check.
Oh. So wait.
Thanagar will stand there, kind of.
This is jumping over the gap in the bridge with the spikes underneath it.
I have a rope.
I feel like a rope.
I have a rope.
Oh, actually, Thanagar has a grappling hook, actually.
You're welcome to try to jump across the fast flowing river if you like.
No, I don't like.
Okay.
No.
I will say, as you have mentioned rope, let's say you're going to take a bit of time to make sure this works and do that check with advantage then.
Okay.
As there is a Fanagar on the other end to weigh this down, and you have time.
So it's a dexterity for acrobatics.
Athletics or acrobatics. I'm fine with either, to be fair.
Athletics. Okay, acrobatics.
Thanks, Jock, for coming in, Jog. We'll see you anon.
So 10.
Oh, nice. See you, Jog.
No, that was with advantage 16 because of the rope. So.
Oh, great. Okay.
No, it's for a moment you think you're going to slip, but actually no, it's all fine. You're able to easily use the rope to get yourself across, and Fanagar makes sure that there's no ooh at the end. Zircon, what are we doing?
I'm also going to use the rope and hopefully have advantage, and I'm going to do
the
acrobatics.
pub's just down the way. It's less than a mile back to the tavern. Anyway, go for it. Acrobatics or athletics, please, with advantage.
Acrobatics. I'm better at that.
Question for you: are you leaving the rope and grappling hook set up?
What an ominous question.
We're using
don't-
Senegal's the grappling hook. He
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to unhook it. If we're hooking it on this side.
Okay, you're putting the hook on that side, right? Okay, that's fine. Zircon, that's absolutely fine. You can make your way across easily enough on that 16.
Yay.
And you're all four across. The horse you are looking at here, it looks like it's been here for a few days, so it's looking a bit tired, a bit weary, a bit like its owner tied it up and hasn't come back.
Oh.
Good
Can we
meat.
eat him?
This guy gets it.
Sister Laura, as you get closer, you see it does have a noble's insignia on the saddlebags on it.
Fear that if we eat this horse, then the owner of the horse may be quite upset.
We could
And
verify
He looks-
if the owner is still alive or not, and then we could potentially use, eat, or sell the horse.
I
Just
like
saying.
this idea.
Cannot own another creature, but you can eat it.
You
Senegal
also
is
do
smart.
are aware
Wise
that any
word.
nobles are normally quite keen on holding on to their
Yeah, but
creature
he
once.
is aware. He says, "But I know what these noble types are like."
Perhaps they will reward us for sparing the horse.
Hmm.
We simply point out that we did not eat their horse.
Okay,
And they will
okay,
be
I'm going.
grateful.
I'm
And that
going
is-
veto
that's
that one.
a great
I'm going
favour.
veto that one.
We were hungry, and the horse was just there.
Tesco's
we didn't
and
eat
Iceland
it,
have
so
issues
we should
with
be
where you're going
rewarded.
this
Yeah.
way.
Have you not heard the famous parable, the famous idiom by a great philosopher that says, "He was so hungry, he could eat a horse."
Panagar,
he was
I
a
don't
wise
Emerald
believe
man.
Collective
you know
folks, this
any
is where you
famous
come for your
philosophers.
philosophy.
So there's a house here then?
There's a hut that seems to be here.
Hut. Is the door open?
Hey, why
Out
don't
of
you
the
try the
river.
door and find out?
I'm going to knock on the door because I'm polite.
You knock.
I
It
knock, I
does not appear
call.
to be. You're
Is there
met
an
by
us-
silence and the horse Nicky whinnying behind you. Nicky,
There's not a sound from inside saying.
There's not
you
a
don't
sound
hear
from-
somebody whispering, "It's bloody Jehovah's Witnesses."
I'm going to open the door. I'm going to go in and be like,
Okay.
hello, we are but weary travelers.
There is
looking
no
for
one
a
inside
knight.
this. You see, there are just. It seems to be a storage shed. So, there are bits
Okay.
and pieces in here. Are you looking round, or are you just looking in from the door?
I'm going in.
Okay. You see, there are some torches, some rope. In the far corner, there is a chest.
Ooh. Can I open it? Is it open? Is it closed?
You can go and have a closer look if you wish. What
Right,
languages
okay.
do you speak?
I speak.
I suppose what can you write? I suppose might be more appropriate.
Where does it say? Can't remember where it says
Bottom left
this.
side of your sheet, underneath your
Common
notice
and
boards.
celestial.
There is something
Ooh.
scrawled on this, but you're welcome to
And
try it.
halfling. For some reason.
It does appear to be. You do not recognise the script that is on this chest. It does appear to have a very crude look on it.
Oh. Well, if it's locked, it belongs to someone else, and I do not desire to pilfer through things that do not belong to me or are not abandoned.
Somewhere I hear Bojack's going.
Yeah.
I sense there
Yeah.
might be. Two.
Bojax!
Wow.
My ears.
Bojax, there is
go
a
like
chest in here.
What?
While
Is there
Dolores
gems
is
inside?
Perhaps.
I run in.
There is
I will
indeed.
not steal them.
What languages does Bojack speak?
What languages does he speak, or what languages
What
can he
does he
read?
read?
What can he read? Sorry, yes, no, you're
You can
absolutely
read
right.
Nada.
nothing.
He can read nothing.
Speak common and goblin.
There's a chest and someone scrawled something on it.
I understand this. Yes. And then I tried to break it open with the end.
It's a terrible picture.
You can make either an athletics check or you can just do an attack.
Do an athletics check, sure. Same thing, really.
Which one are you going to pick?
Athletics.
Athletics. Okay. Presumably you just kind of rip this lock
Yeah.
off. You're desperate to get
My
inside. What you
orangutan-like
find-
arms.
There are 2 vials of red liquid inside.
Ooh.
Like, pop one open
No.
and smell
Yep.
it.
Oh, so
It smells of bitter almonds.
Yeah, almonds.
Oh.
Zircon, is this safe to drink? And I
The stone man.
While they were doing that, though, could I have checked the if the horse has any like saddlebags and stuff? And I want to see if maybe there's like a second map or something that the noble might have had going into the mine.
There is what you'd see provisions that would get back from a couple of days' journey, but there is no paperwork of any kind in this.
Okay, then I will go to Bojack's and try and see if I can
Could you
determine
make
what
me a medicine check?
I can. Can I do it well? That's the question.
Could I do what the cleric did?
One of you can roll with advantage. I don't mind which one.
It's just because they've stopped me from eating wrong stuff before, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is also
I don't mind
So
if
boring,
if
Bojack.
Dolores
They always
wants to
stop
do
you
it.
trying these things.
It's better to try
no.
first and find out later.
You can just
Medicine.
heal me up. If I
No.
get
Yeah, I got
stomach
like
upset, then-
4 medicine, so
Oh,
like
I've
plus
got
4.
6. I've got plus 6.
Ooh.
Right.
Hey, nice.
So Zircon with advantage. Please do
Advantage.
Make me a
So
medicine roll.
cool. Medicine here. Oh, 25.
25.
Nice.
This is a cyanide-based poison.
Yeah, almonds, baby.
However, you would be
Both
able
of
to
them.
apply it to a weapon if you wished. So
Okay.
they are both they are both basic poisons.
I look both Tanagar and Bojack's individually in the eyes.
Guys, she looks cross-eyed. I don't
I've got,
understand.
like, I've got both of them
Yeah.
deep in my nostrils. Like,
And I say, no drink. Only apply weapon. No drink.
okay.
I think that-
No drink.
Okay,
Bad.
okay, okay,
I know it's
okay.
poison. I
Bojax, can you
recognise
do
the
me a
smell of
constitution
almonds.
save, please? If you're sniffing these things.
The funny thing is, I have proficiency in the poisoner's kit.
Ah, nice.
That would have worked very well, yes.
Sorry,
You
what's
recognise
it?
the smell from your kit. It smells lovely.
What save did you ask me for?
Constitution saving throw, please. You know what? Have it with advantage as you have a poisonous kit.
Oh, God, let's do it again. 11.
Fortunately, you're able to realise, no, maybe don't sniff too much of the cyanide-based stuff. That's
Okay, yeah.
the headaches are bad. You've tried this before more than once. It doesn't work. It's never
Ooh,
worked.
lightheaded.
We'll get it work at some point.
I'll need a
Not-
minute.
today is not this day. Okay. Someone wants to
Rush.
take. You have 2 poisons.
Nice.
Nice.
I'll keep one and give one to anybody who clearly uses a weapon in our group.
Like Zircon has a weapon. He does not use it.
I'll give it to Thanagar.
You each have a basic poison. If you
Danagar is a
spend-
little. He'll give it back and he'll say, "No, he says I do not use poisons."
Your loss, and I'll pocket it.
I mean, you know, it takes you a minute to apply. It'll last for 8 hours if you put it on the weapon. So if you have a
Takes you a
poison
minute
kit,
to
you
apply,
will.
okay.
But it'll last 8 hours if you want to do it. Yeah. Cool. What are we doing? Are we headed in, or is there more shenanigans you should get up to on the outside?
I don't think there's anything particularly useful that we saw in the wagons. In the wagon, I should say. Sorry.
Not really. No, it's just it's supplies to get someone back. 2-3 days worth of supplies. Nothing.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have your out. I mean, there's more rope and torches in the shed if you wanted it.
Is anyone else wondering why a storage shed for a mine has 2 bottles of poison in it? Or is that just me? We don't think about these
More-
thing.
More
Perhaps
traps.
they had rats.
Can I just check then on languages for the other those of you who have not asked?
Oh, common, orcish, and giant.
Common, primordial, druidic, and giant.
Lovely. Someone's just scratched some stuff on this chest. We've no idea why. Cool. You don't know why someone's done that.
In we go. Well,
If I can get you
Tanagar
then-
Bojack's goes?
Forward.
If I can get you to wait there, I will assemble you up and we'll move you into the mine proper.
Into the mines.
Get you all together. Stop moving.
Sorry.
Stop moving. Stop
Serpentine, serpentine, you can't catch us.
me!
Yeah, they're kind of dodging just a giant hand in the sky. It's like,
I just come here.
No,
I
no, 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 no.
can't take me.
The gods will not have me today.
Bad Zircon. Book. And let's move you into the mine proper. Boop. You all appear at the bottom of this one. That's shift
Cozy.
ping. Boop. You move into the black mine. The mine is made from a dull grey stone that seems to absorb the light. They are lined with these small, dull red crystals that do emit a faint glow. The
I
scene is about...
immediately start hacking them off the walls.
They are extremely brittle and break very easily.
Ah, damn.
You get the impression that these things would be pretty much worthless, the size they finally come out of. They're basically like glass flakes. They also stop glowing
continue.
when you break them.
Yeah, was the question. Yeah.
To stop that question before it comes along.
Yeah. How? Obviously, I get like map wise, we can see in here, but is it kind of it's dim light? Is it?
I mean, it's
Red
what you can
presume,
see
or
is
is
what
it-
you can see.
Yeah. No,
There
but
is-
I mean,
there
I
is-
see,
there
like,
is-
dim
there
is
will I be
light.
at
It is-
disadvantage?
It's red. I mean, yes, if you start doing perception checks, you might not be. It's certainly no more than dim light.
Yeah. Gonna peer down. Just peer down here.
Okay.
Just a cursory glance.
There does appear to be the tracks go round and they go out of sight. You're aware that the distance of taking you walk this bit, that tunnel, unless it's snakes around again, can't go too far back.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a bed?
Yeah.
Appears to be, yeah.
I want to try
Keep
and
in
just keep
mind.
an eye out for traps as we go as well, learning from our previous escapades.
Do you want to do an active perception check, or you just run off your passive?
I'm good to go off my passive. My passive is 16.
Okay, we'll just note that you got a 16 running around. Okay, that's fine.
I would like to do an active perception check if I could, just to see the more for vibes. I want a vibe
Yep.
check.
Do me a vibe check.
Just
What's your passive vibe?
I don't know what my passive vibe check
Bad.
is. Double check it here. Probably not great. Yeah, not great. So I'm gonna. I don't know. Perception. I think I still have toggle on. Oh, 22.
Very nice. Natural 20. Very cool.
Nice.
So from where you are, vibe check, this whole area feels abandoned. You can't hear any real signs of life from where you are. You're in a tool storage area, you guess. You can see that there is a shelf up and slightly left near the toilets. See, it's a map. We have toilets in this one as well. There's a small shelf that has 2 small bottles of a liquid you can't see from here. There appear to be the start of cobwebs in that tunnel up and to your left, where I'm pinging.
Okay.
With such a high perception check, you would notice that Bojack's, now that he's soaking wet from falling in the river, stinks. Like, absolutely. This horrible wet dog smell is
Yeah.
radiating from
Yeah, and this was a very dry mine, but wet dog smell
Yeah.
permeates very well.
everywhere.
So you have a good idea now, all of you, where Bojack is at all times for the next 5 to 10
Yeah.
minutes.
Before we move on from here, Thanagar has a piece of chalk with him. I purchased for a copper piece.
Okay.
And he is going to mark with an arrow, like this passage, an arrow pointing to the entrance.
Very nice. Take an
He'd be
inspiration
marking
for
our
remembering
path
how
as
to
we
do
go.
dungeon
Ah.
crawls.
Oh, thank you. I think I may already. Do I have? Oh no, I just
GM.
did the boon.
No, this is
Excellent.
GM inspirations. This goes onto your sheet, not
Oh,
part
sorry,
of the
Ooh,
not part of the stream inspirations, because we allow people to have more than one inspiration here because we think people are cool. Dolores, as you get that close, you see these 2 bottles are alchemist's fire, which you would recognize, and there's a scrawled note in comma next to it saying 4 spiders.
Or spiders.
I mean, you buy the toilets, you want to make sure it's clear when you.
Yes. It's an aggressive tactic for spiders. We
I mean,
had a
when
lot
you
of
gotta go,
spiders
you're going
back at the
regardless.
monastery, but
Kill them with fire.
I picked them up. I'm going to collect those carefully.
Actually, I just said you got nat 20. I will also say you notice a single set of footprints headed to the tunnel to the north.
Okay.
They are not human.
Not human.
They are clawed. Look bipedal, but clawed.
Okay. She's going to turn to her comrades.
Hmm.
I believe there are creatures here with us. So perhaps we should be quiet and maybe not go that way, or perhaps we should go that way.
Do they, after them being pointed out, do they look like, because the person like who told us this, the guy at the bar, said it was kobolds.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know, like, again, about, like, would we know?
I know what a kobold looks like.
Yeah, approximately like the size of a kobold.
Make me a nature check.
Yeah. Alright.
Based on your languages, do it with disadvantage.
Fair. 9.
They dragons, maybe. Yeah.
Does it look like a dragon footprint?
You don't know how to drag.
Can I try? I think, like, just based on my history with the Goblin Clan, I feel like we would have warred with kobolds. Can I try and make a check?
I'll let you do a nature check, a straight nature check, and that will be the last one who gets to make a roll on this.
Sure.
Because
Well,
we're not feeding each person in turn to go, well, they
This-
don't know it. I
this-
might, however.
this is
Yes,
great
you
because I have a -3, so it's going to go really well.
This is what we like to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know all about these. Are definitely kobold tracks. Yeah. Or possibly
You
or
all
possibly a
notice
dragon.
He's looking to the wrong side as he says this.
Yeah, it leads
No,
on this way.
actually-
Our footprints
Actually,
coming
come
from
on,
behind.
guys. We're
Yeah.
going down this hallway over here.
Yeah, he's
Everybody
now
follow me.
following Zircons in
Yeah.
a circle, going, "What's
Oh, they actually came back
Rep-
over this way. Oh, they exited the mine.
Bodax, that thing comes to an end not long after. In a stone wall.
Ah, magic.
Magic kobolds. The kobolds' famous disappearing tricks. This is might be a difficult thing to quantify or what necessarily whatever you think is an appropriate role. But the tracks, I suppose when Sister Dolores pointed them out, like, did she have to really kind of point them out? Were they obvious? Like, do these look like obvious tracks? Does it seem like something that only because
It seems like something
Really?
that she noticed that would normally be fairly discreet.
okay,
You are
but that
hard
was his
pressed to
fear
make them
was
out. Yeah.
his fear would be if they were very apparent that this person is very good at making traps and this could be, lead us that way. So it does seem, I think if it was Zircon or Dolores's question about whether I think it was Dolores, do we go after the tracks? I think Thanagar's vote would be yes, follow them on because it seems like they left those tracks unknowingly. So it probably is the way they do travel.
And we don't have any indication of somebody in big, heavy armor. We don't have any indication of any tracks like that anywhere.
Nope.
That's great.
Maybe there used to be 3 potions of cyanide.
Well, if this is the only indication we have of
It's all right, going
anyone
past
here,
tunnels you don't explore. It's never been a problem in any dungeon.
Yeah, is
D20, thank you for the raid.
Yeah.
Welcome on in. We are doing Salt and Ash, which is a one-shot level 1. Bless them. One-shot for our players here in the Emerald Collective. We love having you with us here. Feel free to put in chat what you've spent your evening doing. Sorry, carry on,
welcome,
players.
Tanagara is very he's very impressed with Dolores picking out those tracks. He says, "Good eye." And Dolores is human, right?
yes.
Human. He says, "Good eye." He says, especially for fellow human. He was thinking, he was like, I was going to suggest perhaps we light a torch, but maybe we don't need it.
I think perhaps lighting a torch might draw attention. And if we can see,
Unnecessary risk.
then they can see.
Yeah. I fear even in the pitch dark, this thing might be able to see us when we can't see it.
Well, in that case, my only hope is that our Lord and Savior, Ilmater, will protect us all.
Thanagar, can you stop 10 foot back, 5 foot back, please? As you take that step forward, you feel lines cutting across your body. Ding, 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 as all these bells start tingling nicely in the ceiling above you. As the string you stepped straight through. Ding, 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 the bells echo through the mine.
Oh, we've just had a lovely chat as well.
Hearing the
This is what I
bells,
get.
I feel
This
like
is what I get for
Zirkon.
talking.
Hearing the bells, Zirkon just goes, "Please don't kill us."
Kill us, kill us, kill us.
Face me, Kobold!
Bold, bold, bold. Fuck off! No, you don't hear any response back from me.
Is it the voice is like clenched up, ready for like a trap? Has anything happened? Just an announcement.
Just seems to be warning.
Okay, so perhaps we should be very quiet from now on, and suggest maybe we try stealthing from now on. I don't know how useful it would be. Since we already triggered an alarm.
Yeah. Well, very. He will. Well, it seems he already knows we're here, so he's wondering maybe eventually we will light a torch.
So as you get to there,
look
you can
around.
see here that the ceiling at 15 feet comes down, and it's only about 5 feet up at this point. The minecart in front of you is underneath the point where it gets narrow.
Oh,
Sangha, before he tries to move this or anything, he's just going to kind of look, look underneath it, under the wheels.
Make
Can he see,
a
like, if he
perception
pushes
check
out of the
for
way?
me.
Disadvantage, is there enough?
Did you say
I guess-
Thanagar did lit a torch? Because if you lit a torch, I can hold it for you.
I
Well,
think
I suppose he didn't want to do it without everybody. He was debating because he was like, well, he probably knows we're here anyway. But
with disadvantage, yes, in this low light.
yes, yeah.
Also, I have light as a cantrip, so if you need light, I have it.
He may actually, maybe it'd be, if he's going to be searching for fine details, maybe to look underneath because it'd be quite shadowed. Probably
Sure,
a good
yeah.
idea.
I'm gonna send
Is it dancing lights you've got, or just the light cantrip?
just light, so I got cast it on something.
What are you casting it on?
I will cast it on your weapon if you have one.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
cast it on the.
In which case, I'll just have you admit light then for a bit.
Yeah, actually, could Thanagar request from Dolores? He has a few javelins, and there's one is sort of on his back. He'll say actually maybe this, because if we do get into a spot, he could maybe throw the javelin, and light up a distant area.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so she casts
So
on
20 foot bright, isn't
20-foot light. Yeah.
Cool. So that is.
So
So Thanagar should now be glowing.
I will do this.
Okay, and do me a
perception
perception check.
Just peer and +3 is not doing much for you there.
Looks like the minecart will move without any particular issues.
He's gonna maybe say just to maybe stand back in case something. He can't see anything, but just in case something happens, he's
Circles
going
like,
to push the minecart out of the way and brace himself.
Okay. You're all staying there then, and Thanagar starts to push.
I would kind of follow close to Thanagar. I'd say, like you said, it was like 5 foot tall, so I'm like
It's
7.
50 at that. So basically, at that pole, where those beams cross the thing, at that point, the ceiling is down to 5 foot. So
Okay.
yeah, this is going to get
there's
very
like-
uncomfortable for
yeah.
you.
But I will say,
We'll
as
get down
a,
to Dolores' eye level.
as a bugbear, I am tall, but I'm light, and I have the ability to squeeze and move in spaces that are fit for a small creature.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like you see him like bend over almost on like all
Yeah.
fours, but like just on 3, like he's moving on 1 arm and 2 legs, and his legs like bending up real creepily and
Nightmare
spider-like.
fuel.
And he's
That
just
was
got like his
horrifying.
spear like poking forward as he crawls through.
Yeah. That's going to actually
I
fine.
vote that we leave him in the mine.
If we
So
don't find our way
Thanagar-
back.
It's the spider. Get the alchemist spider. Yes, Rep, sorry.
So as you push the minecart through, absolutely fine. But as you're getting to that point with the barrier, there's a and you and Sister Dolores, did you just move there? Marvelous stuff. You, all 3 of you,
hard man, you hard man.
find yourself. Hey, do you move? Covered in some white powder.
Is it flour?
You are now covered in flour, all 3 of you.
Get this fucking flour out right now. Okay. Oh man. I am.
It off.
But you are able now to walk into the next area.
Yeah.
But you do have flour on you. Bojax is in your fur. That's good fun.
Like, and my first little wet, so it's like matted and it's horrible.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. You are much
Cakey.
drier.
It's like
On the other hand, you're a bit more like cake now.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
hair
you're gonna start
coming
to
out.
ferment.
I try to lick it out.
He's actually
I-
gonna sprinkle a bit of water because I think this is difficult because obviously it's like I think
If you use your entire
know
water
this,
skin, I'll
Thanagar.
say you can wash it all off.
yeah, because flour is assuming Thanagar would know. He's got a +2 nature. And he might if I know.
It's
it, and
metagaming
I'm
here.
stupid, but I think flour is flammable, quite flammable. So he doesn't like the idea of being covered in it, especially when there's. He will voice that opinion that he'll say that it's. I can't think of any reason to cover someone in flour, except that it's
Flour
very-
is extremely flammable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Would the fact that I'm soaking wet and covered in fur cancel out the flour?
you'll be all right. Yeah.
Just
You're a
a
walking
dough
fire
man.
If you
blanket.
use up your water skins, you may wash the flour off.
I'm gonna dust off and then I will pat away at the rest of it. And then
Okay.
yeah.
You're not
Then
able
we'll
to
water.
fully get rid of it, but you've definitely got rid of a chunk,
Can we-
most of it.
Yeah.
Have you tried to dust flour off?
You know it's hard.
I
No,
have.
know.
It sucks.
No.
So yes, you will need your water skin to wash it all off.
Flour, the
I
bakery
thought I had
version of glitter.
thaumaturgy.
Yep.
I had.
No,
I
I would have
have
said sprinkles
nothing
was the
helpful.
bakery version of glitter, but you're absolutely right.
No,
For this
flour
very
is
reason.
definitely worth it. Sprinkles you
Icing
can
sugar
sweep up
probably
easily
is a
enough.
waste.
It's fine, it's hard
Yeah.
covering. Flour's horrible. It's like sugar. If you get sugar wet, you just cannot clear it from anywhere. So at least flour you can get wet and wash off. To some extent, otherwise it sticks and you get dough. But in Bojax's case, hairy dough. That's horrible.
Get out in the sun long enough after that, you've got a snack.
Get your Bojax here, folks. Anyway,
The smelliest, cakiest
You've got a stew
bear in all the world.
Dog
Bojax, were you
smell.
washing it off, or are you going? Yeah, this is just
I'll just give my best dog shake and carry on.
excellent stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. Yes, but you're able to get through. Thanagar, you'll be able to push that minecart out the way, and you can move into the next area.
Do I want to? Is the question.
Yeah, like Zircon
I
says
didn't
from the
say-
back, do you want me to check?
Can I, seeing as we've come across a few, kind of walk alongside or close to Thanagar, and using my pike and my long reach, try and just tap with the blunt end,
Mm.
just kind of to test for traps.
Sure, go for it.
Yeah.
Fanagar, what you're seeing as you come to this way is that
Yeah,
there is
like it.
some sort of crude shrine down there. There are words you can see. Or at
Oh,
least
a
there's
shrine?
things scrawled. There is a shrine there, yes.
Do I
read them?
recognize the deity being
You would
worshipped?
need to go closer than you are in order to have a look in this light.
And having a little look.
This script that's there, you don't recognize to start with, and then it morphs into a language you do recognize.
Whoa.
It says, blood or death, pay the tithe, pass unscathed.
Oh.
And I will put that into the Roll20 chat as a reminder. All of you behind, it is in there in what for you is your primary written language. Bojax, blood? I recognize blood. Blood's a word I recognize.
I'll read it for Bojax.
Pay. There's blood and pay.
I know what it says.
Those, yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Do I recognize? Is it a god that's
Do
being?
you want to make me a religion check
Religion
using your
check?
wisdom?
I do. That's what I do want to do.
Yes, use your wisdom. If you have proficiency in it, you can add your proficiency modifier as well.
Religion. Okay. How do I add a proficiency or wisdom?
Use a wisdom check that has
Okay.
proficiency.
That's medicine.
Or just roll a wisdom check and we'll add whatever.
I just rolled a medicine, so it's
Okay, so a
Yeah.
12. Are you wanting to throw a boon on that, or are you going to go with a 12?
Do I have a boon? Oh,
You do.
yeah. What's a boon? Is a reroll
So boon
or
is a 1d4 you add on top.
1d4? Okay, I'll throw that on there.
I mean, you can use your inspiration if you like, because I see you. So that's the 15 total.
15.
You recognize. So for the moment, you're not going to recognize this. Then you go to that the area they don't tell the acolytes about, the bit that's a bit more dangerous before the priests go out on the road. This is a shrine to Uzon, the kobold god of blood, luck, and traps. He is
Oh,
said
What
to
a
grant
combination.
protection, and that's wonderful, isn't it? That's my god right there. He is said to grant protection to all those that offer blood to him.
okay. So blood, what, and traps?
Blood, luck, and traps.
Oh, yeah, it really does cover the whole rigmarole.
I've just found my patron. Thank you very much.
Mm.
Mhm.
My next warlock is to Uzon forever and always.
The blood god.
I'm not going to say the line because
Blood.
that one's Games Workshop.
We all
will
thought
take us
it. We don't
down.
need to say it. We
Yeah.
just thought it.
We know Games Workshop will.
Sounds like a
release-
DJ. God of DJ, the trap god.
The trap
God is a blood god. No.
Trap
So
god
yeah, I
can be
just turned to
confusing sometimes.
the rest of them and say, I know we are seeking a kobold, but perhaps his god may offer us protection from the traps around here. We will have to injure ourselves. And sure,
I've
suffering
offered
is,
up
you know.
I've offered up enough of my blood for other people.
But this might protect you. Anyone? No?
Sure, if we need a mystery person, I'll do it.
I am offering my arm. I am just simply asking. Anyone else
Ben wants to
to
give the blood. Sanagar is.
Bojax wants to, but
Bojax is injured. I'm fine.
I was just thinking I'm already bleeding. Like I'm literally bleeding.
No, the flowers clogged the wounds. You're all good. It's
Medicine. That's
like,
why I didn't wipe it off. It's medicine.
Yeah.
I feel like you're covered in flour. I am not injured and not covered in flour. Maybe I'll give the blood.
Do we all have to, I was assuming we all had to give blood.
Hey, this your shrine. You tell me what you're doing here.
I think that
Content warning in viewers for bloodletting, as we're about to end this
bloodletting is going to happen. I just think that's apparently necessary in every character I've been making recently. So yeah, she's going to. I actually don't have a.
I'm just going to
small-
say, if you're offering blood to it, roll me 1d4.
Yeah. Whoever has a sharp implement, she's just going to like open fingertip. Not that much.
Zircon
And
offers his scimitar. It is rusty. You might have to worry about tetanus.
Anyone who's
but he will
anyone
offer.
who's offering blood, roll me a d4.
okay,
There better be penicillin in this flour in this bread.
she's just going to clasp her hands and ask Ilmater like.
Is anyone else? Okay, sorry.
No,
I'll
she's
do it
just
as well. Why not?
2
3.
Okay.
and 3.
I'm just giving a moment for Fanagar and Bojax as they see our other.
Bojax walks up and spits on the ruin and he says, "I only worship the shiny goddess," and then walks away. Just because it would be he worships the shining goddess, which is why he's obsessed with gems. So this would be blasphemy to him. So
Okay, that's fair. So those of you who have rolled, you take that much damage. Whatever your d4 roll, right on your sheets, you now have the effect scrape by.
Ooh.
And remind me, should you come into a trap, that you have this feature. But yes, so
Scrape
Sister
by.
Loris, you take 2, and Zircon, you take 3.
damn it, I want it so bad.
Yeah. I know I had said ref as well, but just so he's marking the chalk and stuff. So
Yep, that's fine.
Just
No, I'm
half.
presuming you're doing that now as you're going through. So those of you who do give your blood, you do feel this faint warm sensation, which does fade after a few minutes. Where you try to do a little nick of your blood, Sister Dolores, it doesn't stop flowing. It's pulled into this thing until your 2 HP are taken. There is apparently seems to be the god in question apparently chooses not the person, not the supplicant.
Huh?
Then again, this isn't your god. You don't necessarily know these rights, so.
But I'm sure my God of eternal endurance and suffering will appreciate the suffering I am doing in order to survive and worship him another day.
Yes. And with that, while we see what repercussions will come in May, I'm going to suggest we take a short break at this point so we can all rest, hydrate, and get ourselves back into it. We will see you, lovely folks, back in just a few minutes. Don't go away. We'll see what's next in this wonderfully, definitely not trapped at all mine. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back. Didn't see you there. I hope you'll keep yourself hydrated out there. Those of you in the UK like me, we are suffering. I think most of Europe is. Apparently, Ireland's doing fine. So
Not
the
too
lucky
bad.
ones this time round.
Couple
Before we go back in to see what happens next in this lovely, fun mine of things, let me give you a little bit of information about the Emerald Collective and what you can see on the Fairy Channel in the next week. Well, Thursday, we're giving our Technomancer a bit of a break. We normally have our Spelljammer campaign run by GM Craig, but yeah, we thought we'd do a bit of a break. If you go down there, there's a Tip the Technomancer button. She welcomes coffee from the Tip the Technomancer button. Click that, give her money. Also, she's busy over the weekend, so she would appreciate that bit, because on Friday, the first of 3 streams we're running this weekend, we are back in the world of Sopherone, a creation of our very own GM Dave, who is in chat there, probably throwing puns. I've not been checking. The party stand atop the highest mountain of the Vertex Crux, towering over the wintry city of Artex. Their mortal enemy and the King's Man, Valdar, opposite them, ready to do battle. But this moment pales into insignificance as the first dragon seen on Sopherone in eons has exploded from the mountain top. It's only an ancient white dragon. They'll be fine. Absolutely no problems whatsoever. But come along on Friday just to see how that nice conversation chat goes. It's all going to be
It's
wonderful.
just talking and stuff.
Just talking. And you're in this. You have been
Yes,
said
yeah,
hello
I'm in
to
those.
Yes, so you will see the wonderful and strange character, an absolutely brilliant character, and also our first blood hunter that we have shown on stream in the Emerald Collective. So
Yeah,
you
Theodore.
have Theodore.
Has this bloodletting been foreshadowing?
It's just, I don't know what it is. It's a theme.
Maybe
right
this is the
now.
backstory for Theodore.
Advertising.
We're working this through. Maybe this is what.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's just a vibe. I'm in my like a blue period, but like with just
it's more of a red.
blood-themed
I think it's a red
characters.
period.
My
where it
blood.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely red. Saturday, we remain in Sopherone for a special one shot. We don't normally do stuff on a Saturdays. We're bringing a special one to you, Portal Prison. Coming into the most feared prison in Sopherone, the Forgotten Tomb. Our heroes are subdued in an anti-magic cell. That's not fun. Separated from the gear. What? And worst of all, they're in the experimental wing. That's never a bad sign when that happens. With tortured cries of previous prisoners still ringing through the halls. The reality they are next to meet the infinity, oh, that's not scary, is immediate. Can they escape the warden and his far realm experimentations? Or will they too rejoice in the expansion of their perception? Oh gods. Why did I say yes to that? GM Dave will be torturing us on the not actual torture, but getting us through these things. We have 6 wonderful people in that one and a very special guest who we will announce very soon. It's very exciting. On Sunday, we leave 5e behind and we go back to Daggerheart. As we come back for our next episode of that, after a little hiatus, the team have departed the City of Parliament, having stepped through the portal gateway of the council. They leave behind the growing tensions of the capital city and now find themselves among the strange weirdness of the lands surrounding the Dream Sphere. What weird, wonderful, and downright terrifying events await them? That doesn't sound good either. Come join us with guest GM Wayne Talbot on the Emerald Collective Twitch channel on June 22nd. That's at 8:30 UK time, VST, rather than the usual 7:30 over on the rest of them. And then, because we haven't spoiled you enough, on the Tuesday, we are back in the homeworld brew of Andromedus, with GM Karag at the helm. The party there have delved deep into Rurik Emberdeep's tomb, unlocking ancient dwarven wards and uncovering signs of foul tampering. Now they stand before the goblin boss, guarding the sealed path to Gatazam. There is a gap in that. I don't know why he's put a gap in. It's Gatazam. But all is not well, as 2 amongst them have begun hearing whispers and are seeing things the others cannot. They're great. It's all fine. Everything is absolutely fine. But if you ever want to catch up on a missed episode or see one of our talented guest GMs in a one-shot, you will find a whole section over on our YouTube channel. But if you're perhaps looking for something more podcast-flavored, well, we've got you covered there as well. The entirety of our Call of Cthulhu campaign, No Silver Linings, is available on the regular platforms. A complete adventure by Mark Corrigan of Shonnock Games, set in Silvermines, Tipperary in 1919. We are also very happy to welcome Mark back as the GM for the return of the Violet Madness. I say the return, they're on to episode 15. This is more than a return now. This is a full-blown thing. The Violet Madness is a D&D 5e creation of his very own. Episode 0 recaps the previous actual play that we showed on this channel a couple of years back and sets the scene for the adventuring party's quest to rid the land of Custonia from the magical disease known as the Violet Madness. If you want that latest episode, though, you need to be one of our Patreon subscribers. Patreon, blimey, the Emerald Collection, see what we did there, allows you to receive original maps, magic items, and monsters every month for use in your game, starting with M and other games as well as early access to the podcast releases. You get discounts on select items at drivethrurpg.com, not sponsored, discounts on commission from It's a Map and Lisa, formerly Zorpsart, who did the art for all the Patreon down there. It's a Map has also been our Technomancer type, and she's great. I don't know if her submissions are going on, but keep sending them through and she'll do commissions for you at some point. And they are wonderful maps. And you'll even get, as a paid Patreon subscriber, a shout out on stream tonight. And we're coming back to Software again. Our shout out goes to Fona. Her portrayal of Scales is absolutely brilliant. Is my favorite part of the Software saga, right underneath seeing what Dave has planned for them. But Scales is genuinely one of the most heartwarming characters I've seen on any actual play ever. Even if you can't afford a monthly sub to the Patreon, there is still a free tier. The free tier will still give you the occasional map thrown in for free. We do occasionally remember that you are out there. I think with all that, that's enough. I'm boiling up. We need to carry on with this thing. We need to see what happens when you give blood to a god that's not yours. So let's come back into the world.
They get dragons and madness. We get kobolds and flowers. We're basically the same.
Yeah.
Basically the same.
Basically the
Absolutely. They're level something. Tier 3, this is tier 1. It's the same. Don't you be watching. But let's return to the world of Salt and Ash. Thanks again to our creators, Snowy's maps, for the encounter, for the music you're hearing. You should be hearing. Let's see where we left our party. In fact, talking of music, let me change the music while you carry on through these halls where you find yourself.
If I die because of this flower, I won't even be mad. That's a cool story. I was killed in D&D by fire. Or by flower, sorry. Flower and fire.
See?
Fire will
All
be
about
involved.
the memories
Yeah,
we
fire
made
will
along
be
the
involved.
way.
Yeah.
Kill it with flour.
Kill it with flower.
That's your new slogan,
Oh.
folks. We have
I
the
walk
flower
into a
trappers.
bakery from now on. I'm just like,
No!
The really bad gluten.
That would be the
intolerance.
worst thing for me. I like cake too much. I did lose in the bakery. There's no. Fanagar, are we leading this group of, I say heroes, onwards?
People.
Well, I mean, given the track record, I don't know.
You have successfully found every trap so far in this.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
That is true.
100% record of finding traps.
Yeah, exactly. Right, obviously, I know, like
Mhm.
map-wise, we can see past this. Looks like it might be a partial cave-in, or should that be blocked off from?
No, you are able. There is rocks
Okay.
down there and through, but you are able to. Remembering this is still all 5 foot, so you've got spider. What's his name? Spider Bojax.
We're also
Flower
5 foot. Everyone
I don't know
tumbles
whether it's
over.
worse.
It's just there with the
in-
alchemist
yeah.
fire going. If he makes any move, just.
Yeah.
But
I
yes,
don't know
you
whether
can
it's
see-
worse being able to see him or having him behind me. outside.
Hearing him scuttle.
Good thing.
you can't see him. You can at least smell him.
What does wet flour and wet dog mixed together smell like? With just a hint of iron from the blood. That's gonna be.
I
Yeah.
feel like that's just like a dog treat or something. It's not like.
What are you feeding your dogs for? Anyway,
Kinda-
Can I also
Through
say
the
just
cave
before
in.
we continue on, DM, can I in the minute they were taken to bleed themselves, can I apply that poison to the end of my pike?
yeah, I'm happy to say you now have a basic poison on your
Oh,
blade.
yeah,
can't-
actually.
Hmm?
Sorry.
No, you interrupt us and then walk away. That's fine. Carry on.
No.
Is there?
I need to actually look up the poison rules because I've closed them in trying to sort out my tech issues earlier. Silly of
Do
me
we
to
have
that.
any? Is there any more sign of those footsteps from earlier?
There does not seem to be here at this point.
Okay. There's a lot of beds in this mine.
I mean,
There's sleepy miners.
How people just
I mean, you get
sleep where you can get it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how much experience your character will have with mines. So you can do a
little
history
bit.
check
Yeah.
if you want to see if you have something. Bugbear
Yeah.
bites coming to a bakery near you, says Emerald Collective.
Yum, 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 yum.
I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it seems reasonable to Thanagar. I mean, we slept in the, underneath the pit. Our barracks were in the fighting pit, so he's assuming the miners are some kind of possibly indentured, hoping they're not indentured servants, but possibly just they
I
live
mean,
here. Yeah, seems
let's
reasonable.
see if Dolores is running a history check.
Oh
I'll do
yeah.
this one.
Sorry, I've lost my freaking. Here we go. Oh, I've got nothing history.
13. That's 13 still. Yeah, I mean, the importance of the stone fortifications means the mines need to work 24 hours a day.
Okay.
So
due
it's
to
very likely that,
fortifications.
because
Mine.
you've got out there are, it seems to be an endless number of enemies against goblin and humankind, and no one's quite sure whether Denazi fit into this, but they seem to be friendly. But there's a lot of other monstrous races out there that, for whatever reason, and peace talks have not happened, so there is conflict between the civilized realms and those beyond. Civilization obviously being in the views of the people who are within that particular civilization. So yeah, this is just so people can rest on site in these wonderful conditions. Because it must be so
Okay.
easy to rest where there's people chipping stone away, right?
Yeah. And 5-foot ceilings. It reminded me before we went to break. I was going to ask that similarly while the bloodletting was going on. I also got for Thanagar with his meager gold some flasks of oil, and you can let me know if you'll let me do this or not. I understand it might work. I also got some common clothes, which he has. I took the cost of that common clothes, which he has torn into rags, and he was
Okay.
going to just stuff a rag into one of these flasks of oil, then try and if he needs to try and light it, and possibly because he thought of it with the
What
fire
are
and
you
the
trying to
spiders.
make from this?
A Molotov.
You
He's
can
not expecting
certainly
it to
stuff a
explode,
rag in
but-
there. Is your plan to light it now, or is your plan to?
No, just that I suppose if he was going to, whereas he might have to pour the oil and light it to maybe get a little ignited area, that he might be able to ignite something at distance by lighting the rag and throwing the flask of oil. I said it's not going to be
Okay.
alchemist fire, and he knows it's not going to explode.
I mean,
but it
I
might
will say,
catch
obviously,
something alight.
we don't have lighters in this world, so that is you're trying to get out a flint and tinder to get the spark onto a rag. You can have the rag in there,
Yeah.
absolutely. So you have there is an alcohol-filled bottle.
A minor time-saving measure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've seen how I'm
You
going
have
to die.
no way to set the fuse on this either, by the way. Just throwing this out there, you can't set a fuse by putting a rag into a bottle and knowing when it's going to do anything. Just putting that out there for later use when it's funny.
Yeah.
For sure. So are we carrying up Thanagar on that one you've seen, or are we giving Sister Dolores the lead on the one that she is at?
He's just going to peer through, just if there appears to be anything of interest on the other side of this little
Do
kind
me
of rubble
a
pile.
perception check. How about do that to GM only for me?
Okay, now
If you go
you
into
may
your
have to remind
sheet,
me.
if you go into your
command.
sheet, there's a toggle at the top that says to GM or public. If you switch it on
cool,
to
cool.
GM,
Okay.
and I know it's there because I made
Yes,
sure it was there earlier.
I will point out the last time we pushed through an area, like clambering over something like that, I feel there was a trap.
That is very true. There was a trap in the last.
So
I feel
perhaps
like there's a trap every
Okay.
place we go down.
Got us
Um,
twice. It
feel-
can't get us a
to
third time.
your knowledge, I'll take those odds.
Yeah.
To your knowledge, Thanagar, there does not appear to be anything out of the ordinary beyond. You can swap back to
Okay,
public on your
that's-
toggle. Thank you.
That is enough to satisfy Thanagar, but not Ben. But I
Okay.
will not.
I mean, I
be
will point
metagaming.
out you don't know which direction the footprints are leading because you can't see any footprints.
The feral urge to do the opposite of whatever Thanagar is doing.
I would say the rational thing.
That's irrational. I'm fully with you. I think we are
Yeah.
learning what Zircon is on this. Is that I see what the big guy does, and I'm going to go to here.
yeah,
because
I'm
the
doing
big
last
guy
time-
gotten
yeah.
yeah.
Like Zerk and Thanagar,
Rex,
big sibling energy.
Yeah, the reps the trapped tomb one shot that we did. Now in that, my character had low wisdom and was a big bombastic idiot. It was like he had an excuse for just.
I
walking
walk to the
towards
door.
traps. At
100
least-
trap appears.
Yeah,
Bye!
like at least they're supposed to be like, hey, he's got decent wisdom. You know, he's a barbarian. In a few levels, he'll even have advantage on dexterity saving throws against such things. But
Yep,
Not-
it's
not now,
like
you just
we
can't.
picked level 1 specifically because you don't have any of those fun stuffs.
No.
I would like to
Like-
come down this hallway and just be super aware for traps.
Okay,
Like,
make me a perception check.
Perception.
I'll do the same thing I was doing with Thanagar, where like I'll reach over their shoulder and like tap with my reach just to make sure there's nothing.
Okay, so that's not in
perception.
any way off-putting. There's this
Yeah.
Long
flower
arms.
spider, hairy limb, multiple thing comes through.
Terrifying. Absolute nightmare feeling.
Huggy Wuggy is back, guys.
Oh,
5 Nights at Freddy has their new animation coming to you soon. You see you can see there seems to be a closed off area off to your left. There is a door that is ajar. Not just ajar, but there's also a door. To forestall that pun before Dave gets there.
oh god. I think we might need another arrow.
Arrow.
To write up like an arrow on the wall or on the floor.
Yeah,
Someone doing that earlier.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
pointing back the way we came because there's a
chalk,
lot
yeah.
of doors coming, a lot of hallways and stuff.
yeah.
Um,
Whatever path we've been taking, we've been marking. Going back.
Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, you can see what you can see in that next room below
I'm
you
gonna-
and above you.
Go through this door.
Okay.
I have a mild shenanigans question. Mild. It's mild. It's mild. I promise.
not gonna lie.
Is this rubble? Would it be considered difficult terrain, or is it like a squeeze through?
We're gonna say difficult terrain for that little bit.
Cause I got this, and
You
I
do
could
spot
just
that.
walk through that.
You can't. You don't know what the issues are. This bit just yeah.
But
You can
everyone else
absolutely
has
walk
gone the opposite way.
for sure.
I'm just loving Zircon with this pile of rubble, basically like showing up and just being like, "It's okay. I know the doorman. I know this guy. I know these rocks."
Yeah.
Have you got
Sure.
that backup guard ready?
Listen.
So as the three get to the other door and exploring it, let's focus in on Zircon for a moment. Who's stopped to look at this
Where's
and
the
gone,
druid?
I was gonna move back so I can see.
you for a minute are still exploring that bit as Zircon goes, I'll just
I don't listen. Experience has taught me maybe Thanagar not the best one to judge.
for sure, absolutely.
How
So
dare you.
I'm
Dolores.
keeping it on.
Dolores led this area.
Dolores is doing it now.
Yeah, but Thanagar thought this was fine, and he also thought all the traps were fine.
Sure.
So I'm keeping an eye out for traps. I want to check.
Okay.
I want to go through, but I do want to
Make
check
me a
for
perception
traps.
check as you go through then and start headed upwards.
Yeah. So I just perception here. 15.
15. Okay. We will bear that score in as you head upwards. You squeeze. Well, I say you don't squeeze through. You casually traverse this tight, restricted area.
Listen, I'm a rock person. These are rocks. These are my buddies. This could be my sibling. We don't know.
As you get to there,
Your mother was a mine shaft.
It was a mine shaft. Oh, there was a mountain. It was a match
under
made
the
in heaven.
mine
There was a
shaft
mine
ahead of
shaft.
you, there is something metallic and wood that is not the tracks.
Can I see what it is? Is it like a trap or is it like an item?
I'm presuming you don't have much knowledge of mines. I could be wrong on this one. You're aware, your perception is good enough that you are aware there is something out of place. You can go closer if you wish to explore.
I want to carefully go closer. Again, keeping things in mind, but I carefully go closer.
Okay.
But I don't know where I'm going to go closer to.
How define for me how you're going closer in a tight enclosed space? Are you just going to I'm a Janaza, I'm just walking through this because nothing's stopping me.
I think going closer, but like it would be more moving more slowly. So it confidently went through the rubble here, but now it's just kind of being a bit more cautious of like where they're putting their footing and everything.
Marvelous stuff. Do me a dexterity check then. If you're being cautious.
Cool. So here. A great 8.
Wonderful.
Natural 20, really.
You do have inspiration, I will say. You do have a boon.
Okay,
the boon
I'll
won't help, actually.
Okay, I'll take I'll take my inspiration.
Don't
So
say
whoever
that.
gave it
Don't say
that,
that.
I'm going to
Okay.
use the inspiration.
Use your inspiration. Go for it.
Yeah.
Reroll that dexterity check.
Okay, come on. Big money when I'm That's better!
As your foot is coming down to land on one of the things, you realize that 10 feet out from this item, the thing you're at to your foot down is the trigger for whatever is underneath this cart.
Okay, I'll stop.
You are
Can I
literally, this is the
go?
point where your foot is, oh no, no, maybe I won't. No, I'll just, yeah.
Can I get to it without stepping on it?
You can make me what should we make you make? What would be fun at this point?
Death saving throw.
Yeah, no, not yet. Not yet.
Make the rock do acrobatics.
An agile rock. I'm like Rocco, okay?
Like a
Elmo was
skimming
my
stone.
enemy.
What's what you
I'm
call
a
this
rock
thing?
slide.
Just do me another dexterity check, I guess, actually.
Come on, big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Oh!
Hey!
Yeah. You are able to kind of pretty much almost just spider climb along the wall in this tight enclosed space.
They're multiplying.
And yeah, you can get up to the alongside this cart. Looking underneath, you can see that the trigger device would have set the minecart rolling down to crash into the rocks at the bottom.
Oh, Indiana Jones, yes.
Feel free to get in the minecart if you wish.
Is there something that I like? The thing that I saw, is that there? Can I see it?
It looks like a very crude mechanism that is just there. That if pressure is sensed,
Okay.
it'll pull a chock out. So there's nothing more. It's nothing. It's not like this is an elaborate like mine, about ready or claymore in
Okay.
this bit. This is just a very crude but swiftly put together mechanism.
Yeah. Okay. So when I want to come back avoiding that.
Famous last
again.
words for chat. Let's see what Nurkon
Yeah.
does on the way back.
But
On your
I
way
want-
back, can you make me a dexterity
before I-
check with advantage?
Yeah. Before I go back though, well, actually, no,
Uh-huh.
I need to go back first before I do this. So dexterity check with advantage.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you know which bit not to step on.
Yeah.
Have we noticed Zircon's gone?
Oh. I didn't say nothing to you guys. Up you
Disappears.
still.
Do you want to use that boon?
I hate when you ask that.
No.
I really hate when you
Good,
ask
isn't
No,
it?
I'm gonna be
I have a
Zircon's-
list
I really
of
hate
things
it.
to ask. It's like, it
No.
appears to be clear. You're not
No,
aware of
Zircon's
anything ahead of you.
confident.
Good.
Thinks he's agile.
Click. Did you just say that wonderful? Oh, it was this one, not the next one. Can I have a dexterity saving throw, please?
Oh.
I die, guys. Goodbye. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
The
Dexterity
19.
saving throws. Normal roll. 17.
Marvelous. You only take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as the minecart slams into your hip, pushes you against the wall. The rest of you hear, why? Metal on stone. And then an ow!
What is that?
Probably from Zircon.
It's not so easy, is it?
Hey, I saw the trap at least. I just still triggered it. We're
So if we
different.
can now imagine that the minecart is now blocked. towards
Zircon's
where-
doing the Gustavo Fring, we are not the same meme.
I saw the trap and still triggered it.
At
I
this
knew
point,
the
Sister
danger was
Dolores, as
coming.
you've just come out to see where Zircon is, and you hear
I
and you see that bit of like rubble and dust coming from the end.
oh my
And
goodness.
I just like
over
rolled
this one.
back out of it.
Bojack's
Can
noticing
you,
for the first
Zircon?
time.
Can you
that
roll me a
Zircon's
luck
not here.
check as you attempt to leave this corridor?
Sure.
Just roll me a d20.
13. Lucky number
The
13.
luckiest number.
Luckiest
Odds
of numbers.
mean that it is not entirely closed off as this thing has gone in. You are able to squeeze out and through.
And I just squeeze out.
Possibly the fact you're Janazi is the reason that you're not suddenly trapped in a dead end corridor.
Listen, my mom's got connections, okay? The mine shafts.
Big in the mine world.
So Zircon comes limping out a bit. I'm all good.
Zircon? Did you
Oh
That
my
was
god, too
fascinating.
much of your health bar is gone. What happened?
damn it. Zircon, roll a
Too much is
1d4.
gone.
Zircon, roll a 1d4 for me. Our techno mistress has given you back 1 health. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Techno Mistress.
For the bits. Was it
Haha.
not you?
It didn't
Who did
even-
the 1d4. Oh, it was
Dave.
Even cost us any
Dave!
blood.
I'm
Dave gave you
disappointed.
one.
Still the same mortgage.
They
It's
just-
fine.
They want to know more about Zircon's family. They want to know more about the mine shafts.
It's
Yeah,
really
I hear-
Crave that
I
mineral.
hear he knows the rock.
I want you to blow yourself up more.
I just realized there's
Ah.
Emerald Collective and there's Emerald Collective Dave.
Yeah, I read too quickly and just saw Emerald Collection. That one. Also, I'm not used to Dave saving like the party. That's
No, he
Ah.
heals my monsters.
normally it's monsters. That doesn't mean he won't heal the monster later.
Ah, don't do that.
I think you're just appreciating all the meat, all the puns.
If I'm
Quality
in this
puns
party
there.
and Dave starts healing the
As he
monsters,
says, he can't heal a trap, so they're just banking up.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I got you. I got you.
My party members are going to be getting sweet revenge. They're going to be watching me try to fight something as Dave keeps healing it.
B Fast 13 asks if we can reset a trap. Well, I like what you're thinking of this one, but
I don't think that way.
And the guy would just walk right back into it.
Zircon, you set off another trap?
Absolutely not. I was exploring. There's actually like a load of crystals down there that they haven't discovered yet.
can you do
I
me a
just couldn't
perception
get
check?
Absolutely, I can.
As they're crawling that way.
Sister Dolores, can we have an insight check?
Yeah. Oh,
This is as near to
God.
PvP as we're going to get. I'm just
My
gonna-
-1 to my charisma.
Insight.
Better than my
Pretty
negative 2.
high. 17.
You know she's lying. It's up to you how you deal with this one. You don't have to call her out on this one.
Bojack.
I'm just gonna
trust
stop
them.
Bojack.
What? Why are you stopping me?
Bojack, friend, we have more crystals ahead. That looks like a more dangerous area.
Oh, we'll get these ones later. Okay.
Yes, on the way back.
You
Perhaps.
see, this is how you know Dolores is truly selfless and devoted to the god of suffering, because
touched
she just
Bojack.
reached for the
Yeah.
squelchy sort of doughy fur of Bojack.
Fully.
I would give inspiration, but this is actually what I expect a Sister Vilmata to do, I'm afraid. So, sorry. That's
She truly means
Yeah.
it. She just... But you're alive, Zircon, thanks to our sacrifice. Hopefully.
Yeah. All
I got
good.
quick.
Zircon,
What
I
you
will
guys are
say, as you've come out of this, you do realise that faint warm glow has lifted from you.
Ah,
If you could please remove scraping by from your,
I can indeed.
which is above the table of knowledge, but
Awesome.
Run back for a touch-up.
Yeah, just like redo it.
the shrine's still there.
Just sort of
Uh,
like carding yourself with a credit card, just like
Yeah,
swipe.
swipe it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop into this
But
room
no, you
here.
can't tap. You're going to have to insert.
So the door you see from behind you would actually be able to be barred from the inside.
Okay.
You
Good
can
to
see it appears like this was some sort of camp set up. There does seem to be a pack off to one side, like one of your standard travel packs, which you can look into if you want. You do also notice there are some mushrooms on that wall slightly to your north that look like eyeballs, and they have slowly turned to look at you.
Jab one of them.
Ooh.
Lovely. As you jab it, and there is this psychic scream that rips through all of you apart from Zircon. Can you please make a note that your next attack roll will be at disadvantage? As this, you feel a psychic resonance just in the back of your head, from where this single mushroom thing has exploded. The other kind of mushrooms just all seem to look in for a second and then look back to you.
These rep, I presume. Is it this like? Is it?
If you
Is
want to
that
make
like
me, if anyone
eyeball
wants to
thing?
do a survival or nature check in this room, go for it.
Thank you very much. I was going to
I can sense it on the way.
ask.
I think I'll check that
Yeah.
pack when I have a minute.
I'm not letting you off.
Well,
The pack is
one
basically
more
it's a
instead.
standard traveler's pack, so it's got some rations in it, camping supplies.
Okay.
I'm gonna
It
roll
is
well
also
eventually.
marked with the insignia of that same local lord. 17.
Okay. What's the insignia? What's the symbol?
I have not worked out what it is yet, but it is definitely recognizable as this local lord's.
Okay.
So there are. This is going to take you a few minutes of looking around at this. But you find in this whole area, you find 3 other plants that aren't these psychic shrooms that could be of some use to you. The first one you find is called Molchris moss, which is a shimmering silver blue moss that emits a faint metallic scent. You've also got widow fruit, which is pitch black berries grown on tangled thorn-covered vines. And lastly, you find in the lower part of it a midnight purple flower with starlit petals. No, I'm lying totally. This is a different area. Never mind. I'll hold on to that roll. You can have it later. Sorry, too many plants. We'll hold on to that for later. I'll give you more details. I've just skipped ahead to a different area. All you see are the shrooms. You realize the shrooms you cannot make any use of, but they basically that's a magical protection. They have 8 to that property.
Okay, so this is just a room we can maybe run to.
Yeah, like I say, that door does look like it could be barred from your side.
Okay. Well, perhaps we can remember where this is in case we need to rest or
Take a
recover.
Yeah.
Everyone make a mental note. Let's go.
This is the short rest mushroom room. The mushroom.
Yes.
Trying to curry favor with Dave. I see what you're doing.
Oh, that's too real. Let's see. Will we continue up this way, or should I go on? Was your corridor a good? Did you scout that area? Do you think we should return?
I think at the end, I think we'll be very good to return at the end to get the crystals, but there was a dead end.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Any psychic scene live.
Dolores has a sense of humor.
Okay.
So was there another way? Did we leave a
So
corridor?
into that room to
We
your
were doing the northern
right,
corridor. Yeah.
I'll
Jesus.
say there. This is where you see all those plants I was on about.
Ah,
The third one you
whoa,
see
funky.
is that moon night purple flower with slight petals. It only blooms where a sentient creature has died within the last year. You see as well at the back of the room is a burnt skeleton covered
see
in plate
that.
armor and
Ooh.
with a broken great sword next to them.
I say to Bojax, you can definitely eat the horse now.
Yes. One good thing has come of this day.
Yeah. Is the armor appear in usable condition?
The
or
armor
sort
is
of milk
heavily
into them?
burnt, charred.
Mhm.
But you can go closer and have a look if you like.
Yeah, Dolores is gonna go and she's gonna just kneel down. She's going to inspect, but she's also gonna pray.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll for this. There is nothing on their person apart from broken plate mail, a broken great sword, and an intact potion of healing.
Cool. She will take the potion of healing. She's holy, but
You would recognize. You know this is not. There's no smell of almonds coming out of this one.
Yeah, I check for the smell of almonds.
So yeah, but you can add a potion of basic healing. As normal for EC, if you take it as a bonus action, you roll. If you take it as an action, you can take the full amount. And if you apply to someone else, it's a roll as well.
Yeah.
Nice. I suppose, we'll take a pick or harvest any of the useful plants.
Uh,
That we
ones
can.
do you wish to do? Are you applying any of them to a weapon, or are you eating any of them?
Well, it was just before I eat one. Which which again?
17. Probably not worth eating any of them, to be honest. You noted the moss essentially would weaken someone to the point where if they fail a constitution saving throw, they would not be able to take reactions and would get disadvantage on initiative rolls. The widow fruit would give you disadvantage on death saving throws, and you would not be allowed to use things like endless endurance. That only half orcs love that one. And for wither blight thorn, if you failed your constitution saving throw, you'd only receive half healing from any source.
He'll pick them, harvest them safely. Sanagar will tell Bojax what they are and what they do. He's shown, like, obviously he had the interest in the poisons. He has a poisonous kit.
Yeah.
Sanagar's not throwing shade or anything. He's just saying that he himself does not use poisons. Doesn't agree with himself, but obviously you're adept with a poisonous kit.
Do I think I could make a poison from any of this stuff if I was to harvest it?
You could certainly harvest them, and you don't have the facilities here to make poisons from them. You might be able to use them as a one-use thing, but you already have poison on your halberd. You'll notice I've added a 1d4 poison extra for the basic poison you put on.
Nice.
If you wanted to get rid of that and put these instead, that would take you a minute. Well, it'll take you a couple of minutes. One to wipe off the initial poison and then put this on. But you can certainly keep.
I think I'd pocket a few just to have to make at a later date.
You essentially,
assuming we don't all die in a cave in. This is a bit of research for later.
So you have let's say you have 3. Let's say you have 3 harvestable poisons, and if we know it's from this one, we can work out the details. Should this character come back?
Can Zircon make sure to take one of each? So basically anything that Bojax takes to make a poison, Zircon is going to take to make an antitoxin because I have a herbalism kit.
Just roll me a d20. Let's just make sure there's enough for you to take 2 doses.
You know Bojack long enough that the process of making poisons involves tasting a lot of the ingredients, so you have to have that.
The antidote comes
He's
first.
very Mau Mau about it.
7.
You can choose one of them to bring with you.
The death saving throw. That's the one.
That's fine.
Good choice.
Yeah. Make a note. Then you have 1 dosage of widow fruit poison.
Are there like tentacles coming out of the cave walls here, or is that just
Another
It's just artwork. So.
The art is so cool.
See them as fungi on this one.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was like, is this literal or is this just a vibe? Yeah.
Yeah, so the map is like everything else. This is from Snowy's maps. Wonderful people. Well, I suspect this has been a previous map they've used for this, which I'm fine with.
All right.
As everyone's kind of like walking away, is the night like burnt to a crisp or just like slightly roasted?
No.
Said we couldn't eat the horn.
It was the horse you're allowed to eat.
Yeah, but we didn't say anything about tonight.
Descriptions you only give on D&D, and you get arrested if you gave anywhere
Crispy
else.
is this night.
How crispy is the night?
Now, you haven't seen me eat ribs, so before you say there's no meat or anything left on the bone, you know.
I mean, barbecue
you know.
ribs is a good indication of where we sit on this.
Yeah.
I don't want barbecue ribs.
I mean, there's a lot of plate armor that's been buckled and just altered out the way, and you can see there are some impact marks on it.
An air fryer, basically. That's what the armor function does.
I mean,
I got
Slow
plus
cooked.
3
It's
armor
slow
of Pandor.
They were
I mean,
really
there
damaged.
yeah, I mean, there's not a lot left. It's definitely, if there's enough to know this was humanoid, you're presuming this was the night. It's likely the holy potion only survived because there's always a little inherent magic toughness to those sorts of things. Because otherwise it's far too easy. You just sit down and it breaks. But yeah,
I'll see everyone kind of walking away and be like, I haven't got time to crack this walnut, and I'll walk after.
and it is up to you. Where are we going next?
We're keeping going, I think. Will we be sneaky since we saw the dead knight?
Yeah. We'll be...
So
Roll for stealth checks then.
let's all stealth, guys. So stealthy, all these giant men.
I trust
Anybody else
Dolores
feel like
going
it's
first.
Moody?
She has had the best track record so far.
Because the god of suffering leads me.
Oh my god.
Thanagar is
Thanagar
humming
is
to himself.
rethinking his animism and is thinking of converting to
Well,
Ilmater.
I am wearing heavy armor, so I'm rolling stealth at disadvantage.
Yeah, it should do it automatically, but I'm not sure.
Oh, jingle jangle. Taking up the rear.
Not heard, I'm smelt before I
Zircon, compared to everyone else, you are the knight just gliding through this. Sister Dolores, you're not bad. That's pretty good.
Sorry, I realize I'm rolling to you specifically. Sorry about that.
That's all right. That's
12.
fine. The two behind you are probably having a slight argument about the use of the poisons.
We should eat it first, and then we will know if it's poison or not.
Thanagar's this blade dink 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 along the lines of the thing. Bojack's clank 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 clank. You are as hidden as you can be, I guess.
Yeah, okay, we'll keep going. Sorry, I'm just zoomed in too far.
Can I stop you there, Sister Dolores? Come back one, please.
Oi.
Thanagar, can you move back out of the way?
Yeah, sorry.
Let's move you back to the place.
Serpentine.
Y'all hold there for me, please. Oh boy. Okay. How are we going to
They're so small, so frail.
What did you think? What did you think we would actively look for traps? How dare you? In a dungeon
We
crawl?
have no rogues.
I really
no
didn't.
rogue.
Oh, we should have done rogue. Damn.
Zircon, can I get you
Yeah.
to roll me 2d4, please?
Why me?
Sir, gone.
Because
Like a mile
you are
away.
stealth. Yes, because it won't affect them, so it's perfectly fine for them to roll what happens. What's that? A 3 and a 2. Okay.
I cause
And
my own
what's-
suffering. I also cause yours.
Yeah. I'm
So,
gonna take it out.
Sister Dolores, as you step there is a double click. Click, click. And then there's a as these flecks of metal shoot out from one, these stone fragments fall out from another. They are set to come up at about that sort of head height for about 5 foot for someone, of a human size. As these things impact, you are knocked prone. And for the next turn, you can take one of an action or a bonus action or movement. And can we all roll initiative, please?
When I see that
'Cause-
happen, can I get out my shield and have it like in front of
You
me?
certainly hear, you might be aware that Sister Dolores has fallen down.
Oh. And then
Weird
some of us are
modifier.
on initiative. Why do I have 1.3 initiative?
Yeah, they have like
So the point
1.4.
3 is I'm using dexterity tie breaks. So if people roll the same, their dexterity will then sort them farther.
Does
Oh, okay.
So it's yeah, that makes sense.
I need to swap into
guaranteed that is the only nat 20 I'm gonna get.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, what a
Yeah, you-
beautiful.
What an only nat 20 we're all.
How is the music, folks? At home, I can turn it down or change if it is not coming through loud enough. Why did I only roll once? That's rubbish.
No, that's perfect.
Yeah, keep that.
Oh, that's definitely better than the other roll I had. Wow. Okay, let's change that. Boop. Okay. How do I get Dave's luck on initiative when I've got advantage? That sucks. Okay.
Oh, I just realized I have not been
Wow.
using a very useful freaking feature. Lovely, love that.
Fanagar, let's start with you. You've just seen this impact, this flying things. Sister Dolores has been knocked back to the ground.
Can I use the
He is-
shield spell for that, or if that would be
No, because you were on a saving throw, not on an AC thing.
okay.
Thanagar will I suppose he's gonna move, so that is that 5, 10, so it's 15 to jump
Mhm.
across there. He is going to just sort of like from where he was, he's gonna just sort of leap over Dolores just to get in front of her since she's prone. And then I suppose he's looking ahead. And
You can do me a perception check if you like.
sensing a threat. Might be a bit metagamey to sense a threat because we're in combat. But he is going to consider raging. Oh my god. 2 + 3 is 5.
You see nothing ahead of you apart
Um,
from a cave in some way farther along.
Yeah,
Just watch
I
it.
will. I'm just gonna. He's gonna fly. He's gonna rage. That's the bonus action.
Okay.
And then I will, if I can, use my action to ready an attack, a swing of the axe if anything comes out of the.
Okay. So if anything
mine
comes
ahead.
within your reach that is not your party, you will take a swing
Yeah.
at them. All right.
My reach is only 5 feet, unlike some other
Yeah. Bojax can hit anywhere on the map right now.
party. Just
Uh,
around the. Yeah, he's like the guys from Wanted. He's just like this is anywhere.
Yeah.
Um,
on to Horus, you are prone. Your head, that kind of. Ooh. So you can take movement or an action or a bonus action.
Movement. Action. Just check my extra bits
I was
here.
saying I can turn the music up a touch more. I will do so.
it was difficult to tell. I feel like certain tracks seem to have.
I think I'll just get
individual volumes.
spend half my movement to get
Yep.
up, type of thing.
Yep, absolutely.
And then I might just try to shuffle slightly behind Tanagar in terms of like getting out of
Okay.
direct line of whatever might be in front of
Sure.
us.
All right. Marvelous stuff. At the end of your turn, that kind of ringing in your head goes away, and you kind of feel yourself returning to your faculties.
Do you want to take
Zircon,
those 5 points of damage? Yeah.
you don't believe you take any damage from that.
Okay, cool.
No, that was just it was effects as opposed to damage. Those ones.
Oh, okay.
No, the 5 was to see what effects got you, not
Oh,
the,
okay.
not the damage
cool.
taken. So Zircon, there has been a couple of explosions. You've seen Dolores groggily get to their feet.
I'll move like a little bit there. I don't see anything. Well,
Nope.
I heard Dolores go down.
Yep.
So, for now, this seems odd. So I'm just going to cast Blade Ward on myself and stay where I am.
What does your magic
I got my
look like?
shield. I think in this case with Blade Ward, it's like the slate on his. It's almost like the equivalent of when a cat raises their fur on their haunches. It's like that. His slate gets all like pointy and like thing, and he's just like there with his shield, just being like, I don't know what this is, but I don't like
we've
it
got
yet, and we'll see.
flower-covered cat in Bojax. We now have a slate cat in. Oh, excellent stuff. Okay. All right. Blade Ward on that. Bojax.
So like sensing the combat vibe, like I haven't seen anything, but sensing it, I'm just gonna go into like just feral mode.
Okay.
And I'm going to like rush down the hallway towards where I believe the combat is. So, as a bonus action, so I have, as part of my background, I have the magic initiative feat. So
Okay.
I'm going to take a bonus action to cast Expeditious Retreat on myself. So
forward.
I'm just going to rush down
Okay.
the hallway. So I think like I just did a line, so it should take me 35 feet to get down the hallway. And because I can squeeze into small spaces with my stealth feet as a bugbear, I'm basically gonna like hug the wall and like, crawl towards wherever I've
Okay.
like all the way to here.
Okay. You get to there and you have not noticed anything.
I'm just like pointing my spear around, waiting.
Okay.
I will hold an action to attack anything that comes into view.
Okay. So can you just throw Expeditious Retreat in so we know if it's bonus action or action?
It's bonus action to cast, and then as part of casting it, I get to move.
Yeah, no, just so also just we have it as a record that you are,
Oh, right. Where is my spell?
as a reminder to ourselves that you have that on, and whether or not it's concentration, because I can never remember on that one.
Is concentration. Okay.
Alrighty. Okie dokie. Thank you. All right. And you're holding an action to do what? Sorry.
I'm holding my action to attack anything that comes into view.
Alrighty. So surprise round. He'll get the first hit, then you, then we'll carry on. So from the barrels across over here, a shape none of you notice because you rolled very well on this stealth. Let's just shift to see that. There's this
There
fella.
he is.
Oh,
Leaps out.
Guys,
Humanoid
guys.
kobold. Scales appear grey for those of you who are, although hard to tell in this dim red light, but there doesn't seem grey's the kind of impression you're getting as they're also the edge of the light from the javelin on Thanagar's back. The kobold leaps towards Bojax as the nearest person. Get out of my mine! This is mine! Get out! Let's do boop. Is he still on G?
mine, yeah.
Does a 10 hit?
Miss 16 is my AC.
So you get your held action now. You can
Cool.
Stab back.
So I will attack.
Just click on.
Miss.
If you go to that list in the middle, just so you know for future. I can't remember exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, so that's a 9. So probably
Yeah, you've got option of pike. Just below your death saves on your sheet, it says pike spear. If you click on that, you'll actually be able to get. I'm taking the free roll, but so you know for future.
Cool,
If you
cool.
click on that,
I'll get this eventually.
Yeah,
I'll get
absolutely,
it
that's
eventually.
we're
Yeah, so
happy
that's a
You're
9
doing
total.
well for the first. Should have seen me the first time using one of these.
Yeah, we're not allowed to show that for him.
It's been banned. VOD has been taken down.
Yeah. So he gets a multi-attack. So he gets his
Oi.
second attack. Hey, there's only one of him. He's a sweet innocent child, and there's you coming
Baby
along.
Kobold boy.
What is that roll? That is as an 8. Well, that's just rubbish, isn't it?
I know how you feel, buddy. I feel like I haven't rolled above a 10 this whole game.
He then, after that second swing, knowing there's people behind him, he pulls out the 2 little strange mechanisms. Bojax, could you roll me 2d4s, please?
2D.
1 and a 2, lovely. These 2 strange contraptions clatter down the thing, and they land one about here and one about here.
Hmm.
Oh.
That's his turn. So, Thanagar, top of the round, it is to you. You've just seen these little strange things
Go back.
clatter down, land. Let me check I haven't missed something off his sheet before you take that down. Oh, I have a fun bonus action. Let's do that. So as a fun bonus action, I say fun. Top or bottom? Let's give you the choice as to which one it happens to.
Me?
Personal.
Oh, you know what? Here, I'll flip this coin.
Okay.
Heads, or the skull will be bottom. Okay, top.
Top. Okay, so that's the first one of those. You see him gesture like an amulet around his neck, and that the one nearest to you suddenly tilts and slides and lands onto a trigger plate. You are covered in the viscous glue that's starting to whip off you. But both
Oy.
Sister Dolores and Thanagar, you lose 20 of your speed on your next turn.
Oh no.
Thanagar, it is your
Whoa.
turn.
Well,
because that's
so
not there anymore.
I have so I've got 10s. But let me see. Can I actually get within?
And all the way through this trap is my, get out! I live here.
that'd be 5, 10. No, not quite.
I don't want to influence your turn, but
I
if
suppose-
you want to hold your action, I can try and get him to you.
I'll. No, because I'll leave you open to just use your full attack. While I'm there, I'm very frustratingly not the one with the light on it, but he's going to pick another javelin. Oh no, actually, he's going to pull one of his hand axes.
Okay.
If he can, with his free hand, unsheath and throw.
Yeah,
in
that's
the,
fine.
in
I'm fine
the
with that.
turn.
Yeah.
So let me just hand axe.
16 does hit.
16. Okay, and I will throw the rage on top of that.
You do not get rage for a thrown weapon.
No, it's thrown. Sorry, I just realised as I did it yet. So 9 anyway. 9 slashing
9.
damage.
Ouch! My poor boy. Cool.
Do you not get rage for a thrown weapon? I thought you get rage for all strength based.
No, it's ranged. I think it's melee. I think, yeah.
It's own melee only
Alright,
for range
maybe.
damage. Ouchies, that's a lot of damage for.
Yeah, he rolled well. He rolled max.
Yeah. At the end of your turn, your rage drops, as you did not take any damage. Oh no, would it still count if you do a range work? What's the ruling on range?
I think it
Cause
does.
damage, haven't you? No, it would
I
still
thought
count.
it was
wouldn't it? No, you're right. No, let's
strength
say,
based.
yeah, no, it's a strength-based weapon, so yes, you keep your rage. Because you're still angry that you weren't able to use your rage damage.
Yeah, in frustration.
Cool.
Yeah.
Any bonus actions for you?
No, he's not really got anything.
Okay.
So that'll be him.
Grant. Let's move on to Sister Dolores.
I think Sister Dolores is going to cast Sacred Flame. I'll just double check the distance. Oh yeah. Let me just double check how far away she is. What does that say? Oh yeah. Yeah, so she's gonna cast Sacred Flame on your man.
No, it's sweetness. It's fine. Doesn't need it. Just
Go.
DC 12.
1 point of damage. Amazing.
I'm going to use my boon.
Boo!
I'll use my boon on that one. Thank you, whoever gave me that boon.
Are you saying boo or boo?
Ooh.
I would never say boo.
It is a 12, but it is just enough that he is able to scatter out the way. As the what does your magic look like? Because it's the first time I think we've seen you casting, apart from your light spell.
He is going to take the cords that wrap around her wrist and kind of wrap her hands up in them.
Yeah.
And then just pray, and it just it looks like lines coming from her body that shoot towards the kobold, but they don't hit
Nice.
or whatever.
Silly string attack is what I've just heard from that.
Silly string, yeah. I was thinking more magical girl style ribbon, but whatever floats your boat, man.
Sailor Moon style.
Sailor Moon attack fails on this one. It's a close thing. You also need to get there.
Silly string.
Silly string is something else. Very hard to clear up. We're going through a lot.
Yeah.
Bad and
Yeah.
evil by day.
We're gonna get a silly string trap now in a minute.
Any bonus?
Spiders. Silly string spiders.
We haven't got to the spiders yet.
Don't say that.
Anything else? Any bonus action?
Oh, me? Sorry. I was like, oh, just moving on. No bonus action, sorry. I think she's just gonna maybe move a little closer, honestly. She can.
Okay. Yeah,
I know she
sure.
only has 10 feet. Let me just make sure I'm taking the right amount.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she can
So
actually
you kind of
hit people.
feel as this liquid sort of sloughing off you, it's still enough to go. Oh.
Yeah. And she's in her bare feet, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, both of you at the end of your turn, that kind of wherever this viscous liquid is has kind of gone away from you, so that speed thing has gone. But there's enough to slow you down that one. Zircon.
Yeah.
It all sounds very interesting around that corner.
Very
Explosions and slaps.
From the entrance.
like
The sound
listen,
of
these-
city street going off.
these guys are very interesting, but they'll need someone to survive at the end to tell of their tales.
Yeah. How can we tell the bard what happened if there's no one to tell?
Yeah. So that's 20 feet of movement.
Yeah.
And how far away is he?
We lose rep.
35.
I'm still here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You
I may have just
lost
been because
you
I was
on
quiet and video just go, nope, goodbye.
that. Mm.
Yeah, sometimes video like drops people out of your.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm just gonna stay where I am, and I'm gonna hold that poison spray. If anything gets within like 10 feet of me, I'll let that go off.
Lovely.
Come on, since that's
the
poison spray. If
power
anything
to-
goes off, I was
Poison
like,
spray. That sounds like
doesn't-
something a kobold trapper would use.
Secret thing.
Who's got you
Whole
trapped?
time.
listen, up until this point, have you seen me and the kobold in the same
Yeah.
room? Never.
Zircon did disappear for
Around
a
the
while there.
corner.
We heard trap noises.
You clicked Primal Savagery rather than Poison Spray,
Oh,
but I'm presuming
sorry.
you got
Yeah.
Poison Spray ready to
Yeah.
go. That's fine.
Like
Cool, cool, cool.
Saw 2. Zircon is his apprentice.
I've got you, boss. I'm right here. Bojax.
Cool.
There's this flower-covered spider looms over our.
I'm going
Good.
to move.
As you
over.
move, the trap that's behind you triggers.
Of course it does.
I'm gonna die in here.
You got flour on you, haven't you?
No.
But he's wet.
Why
It's been
would you think that?
established.
Yeah, I'm so wet.
This is just fire. This is alchemist fire in a thing. You take 8 points of fire damage as
That
the
is
flower.
not a save I can make. No, because the flower is just
8 points.
8
Pretty
points.
dry down here, yeah. You dry
Okay.
up pretty quick, especially with all that.
On the
flour.
plus side, you're now dry.
Wait, how many? You said 8? How many points?
8. 8 because you are
8?
vulnerable because of the flower.
Do you know what? This really just sounds like Rep has taken out his frustrations about the heat
Yeah.
on Bojax. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I'll take that. So I'm going to.
Did you accidentally
bonus
use
action.
flour as talcum powder in the
Yeah.
heat? It was,
Deep-seated thing. Yep, it's all a psychology thing. My therapist says I must get these things out there.
I will bonus action use my second wind. So that is
That is
Just-
a good call.
definitely because I am low. So yeah, it's just going to be D10.
The armor
plus
at
my
least hides
proficiency.
how hairless you are right now at this
Yeah.
moment. Because chainmail won't stop the fire getting through, so it's all
No.
Oh.
I was
There
getting
is, like,
shaggy anyway.
yeah, I feel like he's got to have a nice sear. He's got like nice grill marks. from
That's-
the chains.
5
6.
points back. Oh, 6 because
so
that's your
proficiency
proficiency,
is
isn't it?
6, yeah.
Yes. Because
Back
it's
up to
2024 rules, not 2014 rules for Bojax.
So I will then use. So I have magic initiative. A part of that.
Oh, can you do me a constitution check as well?
Why are you picking on me?
I
I
mean, it's only speed. It's not exactly you're going to lose a huge amount if
No.
this goes, but
Constitution.
yeah, you're fine.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
So as part of my magic initiative feat, I took Booming Blade. So
Uh-huh.
I'm going to use my action to use that. Now, because it's a low magic setting, I'd say, like, instead of actually casting, like, obviously, mechanically, it still works as casting. But I'll say Bojack, like, actually applies, like, oils and poisons to his weapon to kind of affect it. So, like, he's already got a poison attached, but I'll say he just take out a vial, quickly apply it to the end of his pike, and then I'm going to take an attack against the kobold.
We'll say there's some sort of striker on your belt that is just you can. Yeah, I like it. I really. Like it.
So that's a 12 to hit.
12.
Ooh.
It's you're a little out of practice. And it takes that a little bit too long, and where you stab to, the kobold is already not there. Going, it's full. Okay, no wait.
Can I use? Do I have like a boon? Did you say? Can I use that?
Where are you on that? You do have inspiration if you wish to use your inspiration.
Cool. Is that like a reroll or a d4?
That's a reroll. Just roll the attack again.
Cool.
And that inspiration is gone.
Oh, that sucks so bad. Still 12. Whatever.
He's
we
a
tried.
slippery fella. This one.
Ah.
You can do
Okay.
more. You can do this again, but not this turn.
Cool. That'll be the end of my turn. I healed. I'm okay. I'll survive. I hope.
Right then, Kobold Trapper. He is still looking at you all going, my mind killer. Right.
Slippery kobold, I will destroy you. Dolores, can I eat this one?
Bojax, he wants that pike. That's fun. We like that. Ooh, that's fun. Yeah, so the attacks are coming to you, I'm afraid.
Of course. I'm the only one here.
We're getting to you soon.
Oh god. An 11?
Have you ever had
No,
that dream?
11 misses. Just can't
So-
move.
That's rubbish, isn't it? And a 9. Oh my good grief. All right, that's rubbish.
We're both in the same boat here. We can't hit each other for shit. We're just...
It's always the way you roll up. You do a one shot as a gym. You get to the boss battle, and the boss just misses all his attacks.
whiffs everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
While
the
you're
way.
there, Bojax, I'm not asking for your songs. I'm picking what he does now. He throws 2 more of these little traps out. Yoink and yoink. And then he almost doesn't look as he reaches behind and clicks his fingers. Sister Dolores, you hear a slight movement. What did you roll earlier on that one?
Oh,
You rolled 2.
roll
So-
which?
No, this is me. Oh, 2.
Oh, sorry.
So both you and Fanagar, the trap that's here, again seems to slide as this a mischievous figure has just shifted it along and tips it, and there's a and you two, you suddenly find yourself very disorientated, and both of you on the next turn can pick a movement, an action, or a bonus action, as you are both in range. Boop, Fanagar, it is your turn. What are we doing?
He's gonna have to. I'll have to take the action to attack because I don't want the rage to drop, especially because
Fair
if he
enough.
doesn't, if he keeps focusing on Bojax.
I can't hit for toffee.
So-
These two are just having this is the fight that's going on here.
Yeah, and even if he attacks me, there's no guarantee I'll take damage. Yeah. So here we go. Again, throw the second hand axe. That is only a 10 to hit though.
A 10 does not hit. His AC
Should
is
go
better than
somewhere.
that.
That's me.
This is not your average kobold. He's been around. He knows what he's doing. Okay,
Mm.
so that was your action to do that. Keeps your rage going. Sister Dolores, again, it's that you've had this before.
Ugh.
Frustrating, but what do we
Got a
get?
lot of tinnitus going on right now. Okay, so I'm gonna change up my plan. Do. Let's see. I'm gonna cast.
Plans are forming. Here we go.
I'm gonna cast Bane.
Ooh. That's not very nice on Bojax.
I'm having a hard enough time as it is.
What's the save for that, please?
Save is charisma save.
He's got charisma of 7. He's over this. How's a 6?
I don't think 6, as low as we are, I don't think 6 qualifies.
Well, if you're going to be like that, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how does your bane affect this kobold?
Never target. the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from any attack or saving throw. So when you roll an attack or a saving throw, you roll a d4 and
Yep.
subtract that
Yep.
number.
It's a wonderful spell, except when you're the one on the end of it. Fire
Yeah.
in chat, so we remind ourselves it's up and running. Mark the spell slot off. Very nice.
Yeah. So Dolores is just gonna, for the first time, she's gonna look a little bit angry and like annoyed, and just like make it like a
She's not
swiping
disappointed,
motion.
is she?
No. She's a little bit disappointed Bojack keeps asking to eat things. She's not gonna show it. She's his friend. But no, she's annoyed now at the
It's Lent. You can't eat that.
I haven't eaten anything all day.
only eat gems.
You made a
So, yeah.
protein bar 20 minutes ago.
They
Not
don't
any
count.
people.
Yeah.
Oh, when we start calling horses protein bar. So she just that, and then I think since she can't do anything else, she just goes stay where she is.
So again, as is already a Fanagar, that tinnitus drops out again from whatever this thing is going on. Zircon.
Okay.
That spell
Yeah.
fizzles out, but
Perfect.
power remains with you.
I'm sick of seeing my buddies miss here, so
God.
I-
Poor boy, what are you doing to him?
no, that's
Oh, I like you this. Oh, yes.
Oh,
No.
That.
Smallest,
Do
smallest,
that.
That was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I'm in a small space.
I don't care what that was. Do it. It looked fun.
I'll be fine.
It wasn't. It can't be fireball. I mean, let's be fair.
You don't know. I could be a god.
Buy a cube, maybe.
Oh, that necklace of fireballs I gave you. Was this what we're going for? I've got
Yeah.
it. Got it.
Okay. That puts a spanner in my works, and I don't want to move closer because I know there's a trap I believe he threw. I think I saw. But look, we must take risks. So I'm going.
Bojack does it all the time. Look
all
at
the time, and it works out so well. It's worked
So
out so well
well.
for him.
Right.
Nothing but success.
So yeah, I'm gonna just move up to here. And he should be now, in 10 feet of me. So yeah, I'm just going to get him to make a DC 14 Constitution save for me, please. Minus.
Can I just say no?
Beautiful.
Am I allowed to say no?
If I can't say no, you can't say no. You know.
That's perfectly fair. Yeah, all right, fair enough.
We can't see his stat block. You know.
He adds in immunity to poison. No. Con save with a minus D4.
Oh shit.
That's a natural 20 on the
That
save.
sucks.
I can roll the Bane if we like, but I suspect
One short.
No, it should be an auto success anyway.
19.
Ah, that's even worse.
I don't necessarily agree with natural 20 as being auto success, by the way, but that's a different. Yes, so
Sorry.
the Bane does exceedingly
Oh,
well.
apologies. No, it's not an attack roll. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
So
not
yeah,
even sure I've done an attack roll, to be fair, sometimes.
He's a slippery dude.
He is a
Yeah.
slippery dude.
Slippery dude.
You up closer now. This is an older kobold, and it's like he's had experience in evading all the flipping pieces of. Cool. So poison spray did not work. Any more movement? I think you have a little left.
I've 10-foot movement, so I'm going to do what I do best and move backwards.
He's
yeah.
only 10 feet away. You can walk up
Yeah.
closer. It's...
no, I'm
Moonwalking
okay.
out of there.
I'm just gonna be like, that didn't work. So I stay back
Homer
here.
Simpson back, boss. Fine.
Yeah. Into
Into the rocks.
Bojax.
Let's try this one more time, okay? Again, booming blade. I'm going to apply the oil to the end of my spear, and I'm going to thrust forward at this horrible kobold. Let's go! Yes! Come
Nice.
on! That's what I'm talking about. So,
this.
ready?
That hits. I'll give you that.
hits, thankfully. So it's going
This
to
is gonna be
do
painful.
11 piercing damage for 4 poison from the
And the booming blade? Or does
So
it... I mean, if he
the
moves.
booming blade doesn't kick in because I have only level 1, but I have weapon mastery and pike, and I have push, so I'm going to push him back 10 feet. So I'll push him into that square right beside Xanathar.
Do you want to roll the thunder damage as well? Because I know it's
well,
involuntary movement.
it's only if he moves willingly that the
Yeah.
booming blade kicks in. So
I
if
know.
he
Do you, want
tries
to do you want to do it anyway? Because he only had 9 points left.
Nice.
Right, I don't actually have this set up in my character sheet, so I'm
Just
gonna
add an
roll
extra 1d8. Just roll a 1d8 on the roller. Yes, Sister Dolores and Thanagar, please make me a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Oh, very safe.
Disadvantage, rep, or advantages?
With advantage.
With advantage.
Although, to be fair, I'm tempted to say we make it funny, make it disadvantage, and we'll go gremlins on this.
Yeah, because we could still be disoriented. There's only an 11 anyway.
15.
Bojax, do describe how you dispatch Kobold Trapper.
So I'm going to take my pike, and because it's such a small space and I'm like really cramped, I'm going to like bend back like almost into a crab shape, like so I'm leaned all the way back. Take my spear and like thrust it like down my body towards him, and like just skewer him right down the middle. And then in that position, I'm going to take my leg and just kick him off the edge of my spear and send him flying back towards.
Nice.
His last weapons are cynical weapon, bastard. She flies through the air, hits the wall behind, and you see that thunderous energy that's rippling up and down the body. You all seen Gremlins?
Yeah.
Sister Dolores and Thanagar. It's in your mouth, it's in your ear, it's up one nostril. As this thing is defeated. Rip, my Kobold Trapper.
Cool.
Rip.
He will be
Thanagar was
missed.
starting to respect him. He was really ducking and weaving. Really, really regret using the water skin on the flower now instead of this stuff. Help wash it off.
The one time I don't have a prestidigitation.
Yeah.
So silence falls again onto this mine.
Alright.
You do notice that in
pat
this,
out his fur, just get rid of the fire.
Is he exploded now?
there's a flutter of paper's gone down to one bit. One of the hatchet he was using is clattered to the side. There's various mechanisms that are kind of all over the place. But yes, he is defeated.
Turn to Bojax and just say, "Excellent showmanship. They would have loved you in the pit."
Sure they would.
Can I pick up
I'd-
the bit of paper? See
Sure.
if it has the locations of where the traps are. We're trying to get
Yes, it
out.
does. Every
Oh,
single trap is marked on that.
Your brain is
And a couple
massive.
more you had yet to find. So if you hand this in to Miners Guild, here's your thing to say, these are where all the traps are. You can even put
Awesome.
crosses by the ones you've set off and go, they're done.
This is why they keep
Yeah.
me around. I'm not good in the combat, but like,
Yeah.
make sure you get your money.
And you make sure Zircon as well is going to be charged for the traps that we already set off, or would that we've saved you time and labour there? They've already...
We'll go into those details another time. I guess my question on the way out, first, Bojax, when you move, could you make me a dexterity saving throw, please? Because there are two traps right by you.
Yay!
Oh,
Okay, now it's all coming up.
Spider-Man.
Bojax.
And we've already blown.
Are
the
you
flower
not
off you.
entertained?
So as you step away, the pulse wave does knock you prone, but you only take 3 points of fire damage from the other trap. As those two extra ones knock you flat on your face as you're doing the triumphant. Look, I am the.
I am the mighty Bojax. Kobolds flee before. Ow, 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 ow.
The last bit
Beautifully
of
on
fur
brand.
that you had is now. You are a very pink bugbear. My question actually to you all is:
You appear to have
Are-
mange.
will you go down the tunnel you didn't explore?
The one Zircon explored, but we didn't.
No, not the one Zircon explored. There was another tunnel in that early section
Yeah.
with the cobwebs.
Oh,
On your way out, as you stagger out, and you come across this tunnel, do you go down it or do you go, nope?
Considering we have we have alchemist fire, and the cobwebs. It's like this one here, is it?
We could charge extra if we clear the spiders.
Yes, we should go.
I will move you all together and I'll move you to the start of the tunnel.
More
And I'll give you
gems.
one last chance to decide.
Try and burn
That's
them out.
not
Yeah,
the
it's-
one you went. Over here. Nope. I got boop. There you go. Right. So it is. You are now all. Come on. Oh, shift ping, not control ping. There you go. So you are here. This tunnel up to this side. There are cobwebs. Do you choose to go down this last? The map tells you this is a dead end. There's nowhere beyond this.
I do not care for gold, though it seems to be necessary in these parts, and I fear they may not pay us if they get eaten by spiders.
They already have gone through a lot of suffering. If we are here and we have strength and numbers, maybe we should help them in this
Fire,
way
don't
as
forget
well.
the fire.
And I think
And the
Bojack's
fire.
can hit better. I think Bojack still has a few hits in him.
I agree. We should kill the spiders, get the gold, and then we can eat the spiders.
Yes, actually, you know what, Bojack? I believe you could eat these spiders.
Let's go then.
All right.
I love playing to adventurous greed. Okay.
I'm not leading the way on this one.
I can say, what is your marching order as you proceed down this tunnel?
I'm gonna take a quick second to use my second win to get some health points back.
I have a health potion. How about are you?
I'm
Oh,
just a
yeah.
half, so I'll use the second
Yeah.
win. You can save the health potion if somebody needs it.
Okay.
that-
if you
that
give
wasn't great.
Thanagar the alchemist fire, he'll just run in and rage and throw it. That's what
Back
he's
up to
thinking.
9. That's fine.
Or is Zircon's pretty rough though? Do you want the health potion?
You guys will be in front of me.
Zircon, bring it up the rear.
Yeah. Okay, he's going in, swinging. Dolores or whoever's ready with the fire. If they want to
Yeah,
throw it.
I will actually do it. Can I prepare an action to throw alchemist fire if I see a big spider?
Absolutely.
Gonna run in, try
So
him.
you are now holding a flask of alchemist fire.
Yep.
Thanagar, what are we doing?
He's
I'll
just,
go.
I'm raging, and he's running in, and he's scraping the axe along the
So
wall.
you're using another rage as you run in.
Making-
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just making a racket, and
As you come into this
Swinging.
area, you can see. Let me double check what you can see from where you are. Yeah, the light
no, I know what
shows
he
you.
does.
There are. Oh,
Instead of the axe, he's gonna run in, and when he stops, he's gonna smash a flask of oil on the ground in front of him.
okay. Would you like to go to where you're planning to do that, so we know where the oil is going to be?
Yes. He will go,
As you
I
run in,
suppose.
you can see there are lots of cobwebs in this area. There is what looks to be an old beer brewing barrel and a deep hole. But move Thanagar in as he's running in, all in one hand. Where does he come into? Where's he throwing this oil?
Well, if you can splash it on the
On the hole.
You
Down
throw
the-
it, you throw it to the hole. So you
Yeah.
throwing the bottle down, or are you opening the bottle and pouring it?
He's already raged, so he's just gonna
Okay.
lob one of the flasks.
You throw
down.
it down. There is, after maybe a couple of seconds, there's a sound of glass breaking on wood, and then there's sounds of plinking.
spiders are down there.
Okay, he's gonna take another. Take the flask that he had the rag in.
Yep.
And take his tinderbox and try and
Okay.
light.
Are you
the
looking
rag.
down the hole, or are you just starting on the?
He'll look down this time as he drops it because he can see the.
Okay, so you actually, so as you're looking down, you can see into this. There is a rope that is tied to a crude mechanism. The rope disappears down into this hole. Looking down, what's your passive?
Be
Okay.
13.
Yeah, I mean, looking down, you can kind of see it's. There's something shifting down there. Might be liquid.
It doesn't look like there's any spiders here at all.
Maybe they've gone.
Yes,
I
perhaps
feel a bit
they've
stupid now.
gone down this hole.
I was promised spiders.
I really thought they'd be here. Zircon, there's no spiders.
Yet.
What are we doing,
Zircon.
Bojax?
Zircon, you're a druid. Do you speak
Zircon, come
spider?
look down this hole.
No. You guys can look down the hole. I'm fine here.
Is that he's gonna take I suppose because I think I should have two.
Okay, I mean, the mechanism
I know,
for
but
that rope is you can see it on that wall behind.
Yeah.
Bojax. There is a barrel there that I'm going to give you on that one. It looks like it was used to brew beer, although it currently doesn't seem to have an awful lot in it.
It's just a bunch of alcohol down there. We're gonna explode it.
He's gonna light a torch and he's gonna drop the torch down there and then see does it go out in the liquid.
So what you see is the torch drops down, as it seems that there's a barrel suspended on this thing down, and the torch bounces off it. Slight bits of fire on the bits of oil that are left, and then it reflects in a lot of eyes scrambling up the side of this pit. Your initiative, please.
So close.
You could have escaped, but no.
Oh.
Where's the fun in that? We came here for a TPK and we're gonna get one.
Oh yeah.
Mandated.
Now might be the time for whatever fireball-esque spell you were going to do earlier, Zircon.
Oh god. Hey, we're not too bad on initiative here, lad.
Yeah.
Of course.
Spoke too soon.
Look, I've set a precedent. I'm going to stick to it.
Have I lost?
We've got a Maya.
Look, it really suits the vibe.
Yeah.
So Zircon, I'm going to say you don't do anything because there hasn't been time for anything to happen yet for you, if that's all right.
That's fine.
Just Zircon, there's no spider.
Pretty much. As you're watching the kind of little embers burning on this thing, you suddenly see this wave of black and little shiny bits scuttling
I can
up.
see it in my brain.
What are you doing?
I mean, did it
There's no
look like
hissing.
I
There's just
presume
sorry.
Creamy.
the torch?
You-
I mean, did it hit maybe liquid at the bottom? Did it extinguish?
It looked basically looked like the torch hit something suspended and then fell down into liquid. So it is extinguished there, but obviously there's bits of oil around, so it's kind of doing this odd
Yeah.
underlighting, something moving with lots of legs. Lots of legs. Oh my, that's a
Yeah.
lot of legs. That's more than 8 legs. That's a lot of legs. That's a lot of eyes. That's a lot of eyes on every part of
Yeah.
this.
He is gonna take because he had 3. So
Chat,
it's the last one.
spider warning for anyone who's not guessed.
Yeah.
Seem to do that.
Arachnophobes, time to...
Thanagar is going to be saying, let's pull back. Obviously,
You are
They're
not
coming.
raging, by the way. Your raging did finish because you did not cause any
yeah,
damage.
it's only a minute. Yeah, it was only a minute anyway, which would probably be.
Yeah.
He is going to back his head clear. He's only going to step back to here. He's going to his last flask of oil. He's opening it and pouring it on the ground. However much of
Okay.
it comes out, basically as he
So 6 seconds of oil pouring as you start
kind
to
of
do.
in that.
Are we doing the
but-
crow logo? Is this what we're doing?
No, but he is putting that much, and he is kind of it's pouring around, maybe splashing it on some boxes
Okay,
as he goes by. But just to say, you to be ready to. I'm happy that would probably be his action anyway.
I would say
to
that
do
was his action to do it. Yes. Okay.
He's not leaving yet, but he's just saying he's poured this much.
No
And he's saying that they're
worries.
coming.
Sister Dolores, you
Um,
hear the scuttling of movement. There's no kind of animal sounds, but there is the sound of a lot of movement.
I was going to hold my action until I saw spiders to throw the alchemist fire,
Okay.
and I think I will continue to do that.
Where would you throw the alchemist? Towards the spiders or towards the oil? In fact, Fanagar, do you want
Oils.
to just draw like a
Oil's
flat
here anyway.
square
Yeah, we
where you
will.
put the oil, just so we know have this. Yeah, I'm absolutely fine with you, Dolores. If you can just confirm if you're going for the oil or you're going for the spider, should you see one.
How does alchemist fire? What's the rate? Like let's. I'm just looking it up. Hold on.
It's a thrown weapon with 1d4 fire damage. Was it 2d4? Double check that one.
I am doing so.
I think it might be 2d4. Run, you fools! Say chat.
I don't know.
Zircon, you get
They
another 1d4
serving-
healing.
Dex saving throw, and then they take 1d4 fire damage, and I have the burning condition.
Excellent. Okay, so it's an ongoing.
So I think I will. But if I throw it at the oil, then it will be what, like fire terrain situation?
Yeah, I'd say it would be burning as terrain on that one.
Okay. Yeah, then I think I will, once I see the spiders come up and like if they make contact with the oil,
Okay.
I'll throw it.
So if the spiders make contact with the oil, you will throw the alchemist fire. Got it. Marvelous stuff. As you make that decision, you pull back the alchemist fire. This wave of black, hairy legs crests over this space. Say hello. Drop those into token layer.
Maybe they're friendly.
Maybe they look at that face. He wouldn't have flown.
What a fly!
Art
Yeah.
for this, by the way, in the Kobold Trapper is by Dean Spencer. So thank you very much, Dean Spencer,
Amazing
for
art.
doing the token art for this.
Yeah.
If you
Terrifying.
get this encounter from Snowy Maps, you'll see a bit larger versions of these, but the tokens are included, which is quite cool.
Dean does great art, by the way. For
He does.
if you're looking for he does appear on the Shadow Dark game regularly. And I'm
Yes.
subscribed to
See,
his
it's
Patreon.
Tuesday. I'm putting some Dean Spencer art in. It was perfectly fair. We are going to go with the creature that is nearest. So, Bojax, this swarm of spiders comes into your
Swarm.
space. Oh yeah, this is a swarm. These foot-wide, 8-legged creatures keep coming up and out and keep coming towards you.
Should have just thrown at the spiders.
So to start with, does a 25 hit you?
Yes, it does. It definitely does.
I think it misses him. I actually think he has a 30 AC.
I think he's just. But he's got plot
Okay.
armor now. We can't lose him.
Bojax,
He
you're
is
going to take
huggy
6
wuggy.
points of damage.
Well,
And
actually,
you are now covered by these things, and you cannot take reactions.
okay. I just mentioned when I did my second wind, I forgot to add the extra 2 for my proficiency.
That's
So
right.
I'll add that,
And then take
I'll
away
take
6. Okay,
So, yeah,
that
6
was their
speed.
first attack.
I might be going down.
And now they bite you. Oh, 11's not going to bite you, though.
No.
But yes, you now have all these spiders in your space.
I
It's your
wish I was
turn.
Still on fire.
Quick, roll around in the oil.
Sounds like a good plan. I will
Does
wait.
sound like a good plan.
Baste thyself.
Does he know what they say? Stop, drop, and roll.
Emerald Collective Zircon did get their healing, yes.
Yes. Thank you. I
Um,
appreciate it.
So I'm covered in a swarm of spiders. There's no use at like actually trying to attack them. Can
I mean,
use, like...
They're big enough to hit.
Oh,
Why are you
okay.
hitting yourself?
Sure.
How's
I'll
that reek
use.
now?
Yeah, it's no good. Yeah. Could I use? I would do an attack, but is it possible for me to use an action to escape the swarm, or would moving do that?
You can choose to try to escape the swarm, or you can choose. I mean, you can move and hope they don't attack you as you go out.
Yeah. Screw it. I'll attack.
Or I'm saying you can choose to disengage, which should allow you to get away if you want to do that way, or you can just attack. They're on you.
Yeah. Screw it. I'll attack. I'll try to attack.
Go for it. Yes.
Again, I'll use just because I can. I'll use green flame blade this time. So I'll
Okay.
like brandish my spear with oil and like light it with a flint and tinder really quick. Just brandish this flame to try and burn all the spiders off me. In a quick
Alright.
flourish. So to hit, it's gonna be 12.
12 is not enough.
No.
I'll do nothing then. I guess I do nothing. That's,
Okay.
That's it.
I mean, you're welcome to move if you feel the need. It's a nice big hole you can jump down.
Yeah, great.
else you
If,
can roll
if I
around?
move, though, the spiders are all over me. They're gonna come with me, are they? As I move, or will they stay there and just get an attack of opportunity? Well, I'll try moving. I'll move over here.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what do we think is worse, chap, before I answer this question? Better to take an attack of opportunity or better to bring the swarm with you? What do we reckon? Where do we think we can go on this one? They are on you, so they come with you.
Cool.
Oh.
Well, at least I'm beside.
Yeah,
Thanagar. It can
you've
attack
now
me
moved the swarm in range of everyone. Thank you kindly.
But did he go into the oil, and therefore my held action is triggered?
I probably not, unless you did. I mean, Bojax, did you? Take that
Sure, I walked in the oil. Why not attack me, burn me?
move? Yeah.
I can
roll-
feel fire.
Can I do that? Would you buy it? I don't know.
No,
I-
go for it. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Wicker man me up.
In that case, Bojax.
Wicker man me up!
Oh boy. Bojax, could you make a dexterity saving throw? And I'll do one
I'd
for the
love to.
swarm as well. Boop. Oh, I better stop rolling to Jim.
I've just now realised that Bojax has taken the wet dog metaphor even further, and he is now covered in fleas. And it's
Oh
Please
my
take them off.
god.
So the spiders rolled a 17, and I've moved them onto the. I'll stop rolling them on GM there because now they've appeared. A 10, I think, might be a problem.
Yeah,
But what's the?
feels like a problem.
It's a DC plus your dex modifier and proficiency.
Yes, but what's the value they need to beat?
Pardon?
What's the DC they need to beat?
So is it my? It's my dex, my DC that I set. Is it? So it's.
The 5, I don't know if it's 2024 rules, or the oldest,
It's
it says
one-
DC 10, but I don't know with the newer, if we're using the
Plus 3.
updated rules.
So
for
it like the ones I'm reading here, I don't know. It's just player's handbook, and it just says the dex must save on a dex saving throw, which is 8 plus dex modifier and proficiency bonus. So that for me would
that's
be
what-
Oh, so that'd be yours, yeah.
Okay.
At
Yeah,
least
so-
a 10, so.
so that's 11.
Fair enough.
Bojack's got a boon, but I
do
don't
have a
know when
boon,
that happens.
Bojax.
Just
You
a
want to
D-
use it?
Just
The
a
spider
D4,
swarm got
is it?
17s. Yep, just a D4.
Cool. I'll just roll a D4 because I might die. Yay! 12.
Yay!
So they all avoid. But there is now this burning pile of burning oil.
Okay.
It just runs through and you just see the movement. Just, Oh.
I am immune to flame.
Sorry, Bojax. There's just so
On
many
the plus
spiders.
side, you can now see a bit better, and there's a lot of spiders.
Now we can see all of the spiders. So good.
Durkorn. A fire has started, and Bojax's hair's come back. It's moving really odd.
And it's black now.
And it's black now.
Black
Yeah,
has
I'm
got
look-
extra, really thick follicles now. Really thick follicles.
Yeah, and I do see Dolores like trying to set Bojax on fire, and I'm like, okay,
Who's
these
the
guys have
traitor
gotten
now,
real-
Dolores?
Yeah.
Glory to the god of suffering.
Ilmata, thanks your sacrifice.
So I'm just gonna say, Bojax, you're good, and I'll go healing word Bojax.
Oh, yes.
You're a druid. Come talk to these spiders.
Oh,
Bojax
sweet.
gets 6 healing.
Oh, nice. I'm back up to 12. I'm fine. I jump in the hole. I'm fine.
So that's your bonus action for that,
Yeah.
Zircon. Very nice. Any actions? Any movement? Running
I
away
wanna
from the
get-
idiots is absolutely fine.
I don't want to run away just yet. I want
Okay.
to see what they're gonna do. I might run away a little bit, like move back a little bit.
You're gonna lose the entertainment value if you run too far.
Yeah, I won't go too far. I do want to see what happens.
It's got Three
I wanna
Stooges
go-
over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back there. I don't want them to get to me. You know, I want a bit of
Yeah, no, I'm
distance.
with you. I don't want these things to get to me.
They're
They'll bring the spiders with them if they get to you. It'd be horrible. Fanagar.
Well, going to attempt to start killing some of these spiders without taking off one of Bojax's limbs.
Shave me,
Go for it.
Thanagar. Shave me.
Bojax is just now T-posing for everyone.
I trust you.
I trust you with my life. Wait. Oh,
Just
hang on.
getting the silly string and just acting as shaving cream. Just yeah,
Oh.
bit of close shave. I
As
will.
Breakfast 13 says, the bugbear is covered in spiders.
Yeah, he's gonna swing a great axe with as
Yeah,
much
Yeah,
finesse as
swing the
he
great
can.
axe as hard as you can at Bojax. I'm
I
here
am
for
going-
this plan.
I am going to. I'm going to put my faith. I'm going to use the GM inspiration that you gave me,
Okay.
and I am going to attempt to make a Great Weapon Master attack. So
Okay.
I'm going to roll with advantage, and I'll put that on. Do I have to? Can I decide to use the boon on this attack after I fail it?
Yes, you have to call the boon to start with.
Okay, now I'm going to boon.
Why is it with advantage? Sorry.
Using the sorry. Inspiration is the reroll. Sorry, I kind of.
I'm happy for you
I'm
to go.
still-
Okay, that's fine. I'm happy. So you'd have rolled a 7, and then I'm happy for you to go onto that 12. Well, nope.
So 7 plus. I'm gonna. Fuck it. I'll do the.
Going
the
to
boon's
tell you
probably
the
not gonna
boon
work.
won't help.
Okay. Thank you.
Not on a
I
7.
do. Yeah. I feared as much, but I had
There
to,
are
oh look!
many of
I've
these
unintentionally,
Does he not-
given
Does he
myself
not have
a round
advantage for
nose on my-
flanking with Dolores?
Not
know if we're
for the
doing-
swarm
Oh, okay, fair.
in this bit. I do blindside flanking. So if you say we're attacking
yeah.
Fanagar, Dolores will get advantage on you from
Okay.
flanking, but Fanagar
Mhm.
wouldn't because you're facing them. So yeah, I do a blind same
You're
as
doing the face-
Jim and
yeah,
Dave does.
same
I do blindside flanking because
Yeah.
otherwise everyone just spends
Um,
all their time just trying to move around things. It's like
Yeah. Yeah, that's
on the plus
That's
side,
it.
you didn't hit Bojax.
no.
And it's a good thing
No,
you've
I
ordered
didn't
advantage
throw it
because
all
you
into
might have done on that second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have. You would have.
Okay.
Sister Dolores, you can see the targets. There's a lot
I
of
can
them.
see the targets, and
Oh,
I'm
I
just
should-
gonna
Yeah.
whack them. I'm gonna try and not aim to damage.
Sorry, I forgot we had music.
But I'm gonna hit with my mace.
Go for it.
Never mind.
You're so concerned that you don't hit.
Yeah.
Bojax. You
I'm
don't actually hit
screaming.
with enough.
She's
Yeah.
screaming because of the spiders. She's screaming. She doesn't want to hurt Bojax, so she just like
Yeah.
swings extremely wide. Extremely
Okay.
wide.
Like, if you think it's difficult to sort of slice at spiders, think of it with the Shapey with this mace.
She does not often attack either, so it's just like
Uh,
pure adrenaline and
Anything else from you, Sister Dolores? Movement, bonus action?
nothing for now.
We are in the end of arachnophobia when the fire's all around and they're trying to find the
exactly.
last one.
It's great.
Yeah.
Exactly where we
Dolores
are.
gearing up for Home Alone with like
Yeah.
Bojack's got a spider on his face and she's there with the mace. It's like,
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Oh. Okay. So that's a natural 20 on the first attack. It's going to be 13 points of piercing damage.
I'm unconscious.
You are unconscious.
I think I have a. No. Oh, so I can switch places with Vigilant Guardian because I don't know, I was building with that.
Okay.
So it's when a creature you can see within 5 feet of you is hit by an attack roll, you can use your reaction to swap places with that creature
If you want to step into the swarm,
and push Bojack out of it.
but you'll take the damage in his place.
for fucking
Oh, how much damage? That's a lot of damage.
That's
We're
a
both
lot of
pretty
damage.
bad. I
Yeah,
think it's
both- I
extra
mean-
damage.
If
Let me just
they
check.
do that, I can reduce their damage in turn.
Um,
I have the
think-
interception fighting style, so I can reduce whatever damage a creature within 5 feet of me takes by 1d10 plus my proficiency.
there's
You
also
both fight.
I guess,
Yeah,
Sister Dolores, you are seeing this person swarmed in these foot-wig spiders. Are you... Oh.
No, I'm gonna do this.
So,
I love it. I love it.
okay, so you're taking the
Um,
place.
I'm gonna take his place, and then I have a spell called Divine Retribution.
How many spell slots do you have left?
1.
Okay, lovely.
And it's a
We will-
reaction
okay.
spell.
It is a reaction spell. I was checking the other spell slots. I'm here for this. How the mechanics of this work, we aren't going to go into. We're just going to say Ilmata done it. And
Logic?
Fanagar, you blink, and
I just
somehow
shoveled really hard.
Dolores is the one surrounded in a swarm of spiders and goes down, and then.
And then
So Bojack, are you using? Actually, to be fair, Bojack, are you going to use the reaction then? I guess if you've just been pushed out of the way,
I mean,
because the order on this is important for. If we're doing
I
this.
would use my reaction to see if they push me out of the way and I see the spiders going to attack them. I would use my reaction and then hopefully maybe save their spell slot.
Okay,
So yeah, I'll use it. Why not? Let's see if it's
go for it.
So, oh, I take that wrong.
/R.
Yeah.
Divine Retribution required that you go drop to
Okay,
0.
so it's only
points.
5 hit
Damage.
points. They only get saved for 5 hit points. So it's 3 plus my proficiency. So minus
So
5.
that's
from
8
13.
points of damage. Dolores, you
Okay.
are still up as these things are.
oh damn!
I know it was not what you wanted.
No, fuck!
It's all right. They've got another attack.
No.
You still have opportunity for. Okay. You take the position
No,
of these
fuck it.
things.
Oh, I'm really mad.
You're
actually.
knocked down
Sorry.
to. You're knocked down to 5 points. The spiders are still on you. They don't care what their target is, and they use their second attack on you, which they now have advantage of. Because they do. I love how this works. Boop. And scuttle. Does a 15 hit?
I think it does. It would have just been so good. Sorry, I was like, I didn't think it was gonna. It's okay.
You might still have an opportunity. If this
living it
hits, you might still have an opportunity.
You're probably still
A 15 does hit. Yeah.
Uh-huh. You take 7 points of piercing.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use my thing.
Okay. If you could drop down to 0 points on your health, and then explain what happens next.
So as I fall, she's going to just whisper, her last.
Chat is killing you for the fact you're taking the healing they're offering. You're gonna have to wait. She has a plan. She's been trying to do this for
I have a
minutes.
plan. Well, I'm gonna die anyway. So yeah. So she's gonna say
The
until
martyr in El Martin.
Yeah, she's martyring herself. It's the whole point of the character. She's going to fall, and like as she does so, is like radiant light is gonna emit from her, and she's going to inflict radiant damage of 1d8 plus the amount of damage you took from the triggering attack.
If you could put Divine Retribution into chat for us, so we have it there.
Yeah.
This is a Tomb of Heroes spell, if I remember correctly. And it's very evocative for a Ilmata cleric.
Yes.
Okay.
13.
So it's going to, if you can roll the 1d8 for me, and then I need. So that's 5 plus 3, so it's going to take 12 points of damage.
Sorry, chat.
And this is radiant damage, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
So it takes 12 points of that, and then it needs to make a con save.
Mm-hmm.
Boop. Sometime today. No boop.
No boop.
No boop.
They just take it. They failed. I'm sorry. I've ruled. I'm the DM now.
We win.
It's a 14.
I'm
It's
the
a
G-
14. What's your spell save DC?
Let me just check here. It's 12.
So they save. Is my adult response to that? They do take a lot of damage though. As Sister Dolores falls down, she kind of leaves this almost angelic form behind her for a minute, and spiders, or parts of spiders, fly off in all directions. So all they have, so you fall unconscious to the floor.
Never gonna forgive you, Jay.
I'm sorry, I didn't
No,
know.
it's okay. I should have said no because I
abilities
was
you
like,
had.
oh, maybe
Yeah.
it'll still work, but no.
I would have been down if you just told me no. I would have been like, sure.
I know you would.
Those of you next to her notice they don't move and they start laying eggs on her.
Oh, gross.
Get me the fuck out of there right now.
Gross.
I don't burn her body. I don't
Bojax,
care.
your turn.
When they said when it said scuttle, did anybody else think because they'd bitten it was going to go like the mummy with the scarabs?
Horrible.
So there's not many
that
spiders
movie,
left.
We're
They
fucked. Our characters are not as sexy as everyone in the mummy is.
No one is as sexy as the mummy.
How dare you speak for yourself?
Can I?
There's
I am
confidence for you.
definitely as sexy as Jonathan. How dare you?
We all wish.
I was thinking maybe the mummy when he starts, when he's still CGI. That's what I was going with.
Yeah, he's a bit
Bojax.
craggy.
Can I use my action to like take the healing potion they had and force it into their?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll do that.
Roll me 2d4 plus 2.
Oh no,
Cool.
spiders.
You don't get to go to the afterlife. Come back to the mortal realm and suffer for your god.
No, God.
Tiny human, we still have fights to have.
So yeah, just 4.
So you get 6 points back.
Okay.
2d4 plus
Yay.
2 for a healing potion. That healing potion is gone. That was your only healing potion as well, I believe.
Yeah.
But Sister Dolores, you are on the floor covered in creepy crawlies. Bojax, that's your action to do that, but you have movement to bonus action.
They're still covered in the spiders. Okay.
Yes, they are. And they've still laid eggs.
Ooh.
I don't have any
I
bonus
gave
action.
you a content warning.
Yeah.
You didn't say eggs.
Oh yeah, this is a swarm still.
Yeah, I don't have anything I can
Lots
do
of
about
nooks and
that. I'll
crannies
end
in
my
armor.
turn.
Okay. Zircon. Run, they're finished. Just leave them to it.
Yeah, Zircon does have a moment where he's thinking, like,
I'm joking.
I could spin this. I could spin this.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
The only survivor.
I'm of the stones, you know? Like, it would make sense I could escape.
Yeah.
But...
You know what's worse? You all picked this one.
We
You just walked past and left. Would have been done half an hour ago.
You couldn't have. You teased it. Of course we were going to go for it.
We
I
were
need to be
tricked.
fine.
Shanghai.
I just said there's something shiny down there.
Yeah.
There's still that
You
barrel
prepped it, man.
suspending over the
Okay.
well.
I do
I'm
not
gonna
consider
try-
this done until we've cleared out this.
Okay, I have a question, and it's again shenanigan related.
Love
Okay,
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
shenanigan adjacent. I need my 20 foot again.
I'm sure
giving
shenanigans
boons to
thing
GM?
is.
Who's doing that?
Person
That's
says
it.
shenanigans is getting pissed off.
Thank you, Scooter. I shall endeavour to make use of it as best I can.
I will never forgive whoever did that.
That's your Friday GM has just done that.
Okay, so I want to do a 20 foot cube, kind of starting from, starting from Dolores,
Okay.
and I'm like, if I cast Entangle,
Uh-huh.
it doesn't say a specific size of creatures.
No?
It doesn't say, it just says a creature. And these are itty bitty spiders. So I have a 90 foot range and a 20 foot cube. And I want to try and restrain these itty bitty spiders.
Okay.
So I think when Zircon casts Entangle, I think what happens is the slate of his like fingers and hands gets a bit sharper, and he sticks them into the ground, and the lichen that's like in the cracks of his slate almost like drips down into the ground, and then over here around Dolores the spiders and Bojax, these like rotting vines start coming up and wrapping around everything and trying to stick them in place.
Very cool. So you're specifying this is only against the spiders.
Well, I can't do that. It's a creature in the area, so it's against
Just one.
Dolores,
Yeah,
I think, too. But listen, if the spiders are restrained and she's restrained, at least then hopefully
So that is-
Tanagar
that will-
can whack him.
So is your aim to get everyone in that space? Or
No,
are you trying...
I'm 20 foot from Dolores, so I'm leaving Tanagar definitely out of it.
Okay, so Bojax is caught in it though.
Yeah, I can't get Bojax not in it, but it's like a strength
Cool.
saving throw. Bojax, if you can't make this, I got no for you.
Can we have
man.
Dude, have you seen my rolls?
If you can't make this, you deserve to die.
You deserve to die. I can't
Okay,
help you
so
anymore.
strength saving throws, please. Then from
There.
Bojax.
I am the mighty Bojax!
And from Sister Dolores.
So if I do myself and the swarm make the saves separately?
They save separately, yeah.
Okay, cool.
You're not going to
So
like
like I
what one
was
of their
like-
condition immunities is.
They're immune to restrained. Evil
there you go.
spiders.
They are immune to restrained as a condition. I'm sorry.
You got me though. Don't worry about
I
it.
hate them.
Maybe the vegetation will give like some kind of, hack at them sort of more indiscriminately.
I feel betrayed and
Zircon,
cheated.
could you draw me a 20-foot cube of now difficult terrain on that area? I'm presuming you're not doing any other movement, and we'll carry on with Fanagar while you're doing that, as I'm aware it's now gone 11 o'clock, and I'd like to not take this into a two-shot.
Oh, don't worry, we're all going to die really
Everyone
soon.
die really quick. Okay.
Fanagar!
Um,
You're not in difficult terrain, but
yes.
Sister Dolores, you can
but-
see, has been trapped by these rotted vines that have come out of nowhere. These foul creatures must have
gonna say
strange
to-
magic.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to say another trap as yet untriggered. Must put on the map.
This was on the map. I don't remember
Yes, this
being
was
on that.
absolutely a trap. This was a trap.
I like to imagine Zircon
Raise-
is now looking at the map that has no trap in this bit, going trap. Oh, very
Yeah.
quickly.
Draws a bunch of vines really quickly.
Yeah, like Thanagar's raising the axe, and he's like, must be like, Dolores like, hold still, and then the things, Holden's like, oh, perfect. Yeah, he'll go for it. So just go for a swing with the axe. Was I? Sorry, I think I might have still had.
That's fine. We'll
still
just
had
take it. We'll take it on
advantage
10.
I should have.
10 is not enough to get these things.
Yeah.
Any movement? Any bonus? I don't know if you've got any bonus actions have you can usually take.
I'm wondering whether to. Oh, actually, Oh no, I can't. It would be an action anyway, but I can't. No, the person has to free themselves, as I can't try and pull off the restraints. No, he'll just stay.
You would be
there.
able to if you had made the attack, but I'm happy for you to.
Yeah,
do
but
that.
on the next turn, yeah.
Sister Dolores, you have reawoken. You are restrained, prone on the floor, covered in spiders laying eggs on you.
It's my dream.
Sounds like a good Friday night.
Yeah.
Sounds like the absolute
in some
dream
of
of
the
someone.
worst clubs up in Manchester.
Uh-huh. Can I cast spells?
Strained is
Visual, verbal, somatic.
I'm just needing to double check what restrained, because I always want to say it does more than it actually does.
Yeah.
Restrained cannot benefit from bonus to speed. Speed is 0. Attack rolls have advantage. Own things. No, you are able to do spells.
Okay, I'm gonna
Because it does
cast
not specify.
Sacred Flame on the spiders.
You
Which
reach
is
for that
a-
can of City Spring. Straight up.
Yeah,
Down.
straight up. Oh my god. Seriously.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Dexterity save.
Doesn't matter anyway.
oh my god.
Pretty much the silver sea goes up, hits the
Fighting
ceiling and
spiders.
stops. And there's now this nice shiny glow. You see Martyr's face in there for a moment, and he's looking forward to greeting you very soon.
I'm
Level 1. Level 1.
Oh my god.
It is now the spider swarm's turn.
Level 1. Run, Zircon.
We just need to reload the save.
Go back to
Quick save.
Yeah, we've learned
Saves
the spiders
come
are
with it.
immune to restrained. Things will go differently.
It's just
Zircon, can you roll me a dice?
What dice?
Any day you
preference?
like. I just
Any
need
dice?
odds and
Dice.
evens.
Zircon, you're going to kill me. I'll take it personally.
Let's do a D20.
Hope everyone knows
Still just
I
odds
keep
and
take
evens.
things
It's
very
fine.
personally.
Odds.
Odds was good last time. Odds was good last time.
Okay, no. We'll
The
see.
spiders, now having laid eggs across you, leave you alone and scuttle onto Bojax.
oh, God.
I just
Welcome
need to move you out of the
home.
way so I can go. I was
Well,
basically doing-
well,
I was
well.
doing
Look who
odds and
came
evens
crawling.
Oh my
Looking for
god.
some prime real estate, huh?
You're about to get another thing of fire thrown at you, I hope you know.
So, does a 9 hit you? I don't think it does, really, does it?
Nah.
Thank god. Look at 24.
And does a 21 hit you?
21 does hit.
You are going to take 7 points of piercing, and you
love it.
cannot take reactions until the start of your next turn, as you are covered in spiders again!
Oh my god.
Bojax just thinks it's a nice massage. Like it's tingling. It's great.
Dino,
This
thank you for
spot right here. If you could just get into it a bit more, it would be great.
You may add inspiration to anyone apart from Dolores, who everyone else is needing inspiration. Your pick, my boy. Thank you. Welcome in. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Cool. That's all the case was. Bojax.
Cool, let's try this again.
I forgot
I
about
will
inspiration.
Attack the spiders.
Go for it.
Right. Hopefully I do better. Come on!
22 is a good one.
Yeah, so I'll just brandish my spear across my body using green flame blade, just to worship flame. And that's going to do 7 points of damage plus 3 poison if that's still in effect, I assume.
Yeah, the poison would be because it's only weapon free, so that's
Sure.
10 points.
10 points of damage.
So, Bojax, explain to the viewers how you are able to use a spear to remove the cave spider swarm that's on you.
So I'll much like a fire eater, I will light the end of my spear on fire and then start doing a weird kind of pole dance just all around my body, just kind of burning off the spiders at every end. as they cover me. So you see him
Okay.
like start spinning around his long, lanky body in this small space, dancing
Nice.
with this weird spear. I burn them
You know
all
when you
off.
see those
Just a
boy
tear starts running down
people
Thanagar.
who do him with fire, like,
Oh,
I'm not entirely certain how that was not going. It's kind of like that, as this flaming pike head.
I am
but at the
immune
end
to
of-
fire, but the spiders are not.
At the end of that turn, Bojax, you have managed to get the swarm all off you. Anything else?
I'll take a quick look in the hole just to see if there's more.
You'll need to move a bit closer to
Sure.
that.
Okay, that's not this, but whatever. Sure, I'll move there.
Look, you can't. As a quick glance, because you don't have time to look properly, there does not appear to be any more scuttling down there. Might be some movement though.
Cool. I don't have any action to actually do this, but I'll just kind of position myself between, I guess, the rest of the group and the hole, just in case there is.
Okay. I mean, it's difficult to. But
Well, has it been
couple
10
of rounds,
minutes
cool.
since the Kobold? Because I still have Expedition Retreat. It hasn't been 10 minutes.
I mean, the bit you're doing, you've got is. Depends how slow you came back through, I guess.
Alright.
I'm happy to say it's still running enough.
Cool.
But yeah, Zircon.
You guys did it! Hooray! That trap came out of nowhere, guys.
Yeah, weird, right? Super weird.
So
Oh.
strange.
It's all they seem like mechanical. And
I'm still in it, I think.
You at the minute are still restrained, yes, in this
Covered in eggs.
covered in eggs.
Yeah.
Please
Yeah,
get these eggs off me.
So gross.
Maybe you guys should start making out of there. And Dolores, how you doing? Like, you okay? You were like down. It was bad.
I
You were
saw
down bad, Dolores.
down bad. In
You
so
were
many
down
ways.
bad for these spiders, Dolores.
No, no.
Sir,
let's
can
not
are we doing
entertain that
anything?
one.
It was you looked desperate, Dolores, for the.
Nah, I'm just chatting with them and
You're
moving.
just chatting.
I'm just gonna move out of the way. Even
Okay.
more.
Oh my
Thanagar.
God.
What are we doing?
He's gonna ask Dolores. He says, do you he said, I'm gonna actually, do you know what? Because you can both do it. Then he's going to attempt to break the restraints or cut them off or try and tear them off.
Yeah.
So that then he and Dolores and the others can start picking these eggs and dropping them in the puddle of oil.
Can you make me then? So do me just a strength check to try and break the restraining. Start on that to begin with.
But the what do you call it? Don't remember what. Oh my god! 3 plus 5 is 8. Do I still have? I have the boon, but
You do have a
that-
boon.
I can't remember what the DC is.
DC is 14, so that would not help you.
No. God damn.
All right.
Well,
I guess I can make a strength check by myself, right?
You absolutely can do. Yes. Thanagar, moving on unless you have movement.
no.
So, Sister Dolores.
Well, you know what? Strength is really awful, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Oh!
Hey!
Whoa! So
Nice.
useful!
Yeah. You don't know what Thanagar. He's obviously not trying, as you just easily shuck off.
don't want to.
Yeah. He just didn't know the knots. I've been sitting.
He's
for
really
like
awkward.
5
No,
minutes.
it's because it's like a nun. I'm being really careful. It's like I don't want to like you know what I mean. It's like
Where is
actually,
appropriate
like,
to touch? I do not.
Yeah, you know.
I
Like,
pat you on the head. This is all I am allowed to do.
yeah.
I don't know if you would be allowed to pat him on the head.
So that was your
I'll try and get
action.
restraints on the ankles.
You still do have movement and a bonus action.
I am going to stand.
Is Zircon still keeping this spell up, by the way? You could just drop this spell.
Just let me go.
No, it's a trap. They have no control
That's
over
just a
it.
trap. They have no control.
It's a
You're
trap.
right.
Yeah.
Zircon has to keep up the illusion.
Zirkin has not thought to drop it, to be honest. Because
Zircon
Leanne
is the
did not
shadiest
think to
druid I've
drop
ever
it.
met.
All right.
God.
So Dolores, you are prone on the ground. and you are in difficult terrain. So you can stand up.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever noticed that the traps always seem to go off when Zircon isn't in the room? Like every time we go on an adventure, it's always.
I'm gonna pull off Zircon's mask and it's.
I was just gonna say that.
I'm a
I've got
Scooby-Doo
old man
villain, guys.
trappers.
It's the
Bojack.
same trap as well. It always happens.
Yeah. So Dolores is gonna try and stand up,
Yep, that's fine. You can stand up.
and
That's all your movement, though, sadly. But it's
Alright,
I was almost with the great martyred father. That was fantastic.
I feel
Bojack.
we'll get more opportunities. I was just like to say, Bojax, right, is like a dog, like a wet dog, and Thanagar's hair is looking very shaggy. So in this Scooby-Doo situation, I'm just imagining Bojax leaping into Thanagar's arms.
Wow, we did it, guys. We made Scooby-Doo.
Scooby snack. Bojack, what are we doing?
I'm gonna shout at the group. Are we done here? Are we going in the hole or are we leaving?
I think we should leave.
Before we leave,
That was
let's
amazing,
do these eggs.
but I think we should leave.
Are we doing any actions, Bojax, at this point, or are we leaving?
I'll like back towards the door. I'll back up so I'm still within 15 feet of the hole, just in case I need to stab anything that comes out of it.
Okay.
And I'll wait for everybody else to kind of slowly retreat.
Zircon.
Zircon doesn't know. Zircon will like, okay, I'm like trying to think of how to get the eggs up, but Zircon doesn't know there's eggs. I'm gonna, drop the spell, since I have been reminded that I can do that. So yeah, that's gonna go.
Okay.
And then they're saying they're leaving, so I'm like, great guys, start making it towards the exit. And I'll go move towards the exit. 5, 10,
right.
15, 20.
Thanagar.
Before he leaves, is the
There's still a
You
barrel
go to
hanging down
this.
that hole. I mean, it's
yeah, this barrel, like the beer making thing, is if he cuts at the the spigot, does anything come out? Is
this
it-
appears to be dry. This one.
Thousands of
Okay.
spiders.
He is going to. We should probably take the alchemist's fire and maybe try and light that barrel. Or I suppose if he cuts the barrel, I don't know what's in it. Because it seems like if they try and burn anything down the hole, there seems to be liquid at the bottom of the hole, but it's not flammable.
I mean, there's a mechanism down to the rope for whatever's hanging there. There is a mechanism you could try and pull up if you wanted.
I think he's going to, because I think at this rate,
Okay.
and it's that.
Do it.
It's a noisy, horrible sounding thing. But I will say it. I'm going to say it for 6 seconds for the sake of brevity. A barrel comes up. You don't have time to look at it, but there is a heavy barrel is now suspended above that hole. It does look like it is another barrel.
It's another. Sorry, what? What'd you say?
Fermenting barrel. So similar to the one that is to the side of it, smaller.
Yeah.
But, Sister Dolores, what are we doing?
What are you going to set that on fire, or?
Well, I thought we better try and. I was hoping I might be able to douse this place and.
What's a
You know.
mine?
Hmm.
Well, we've killed the spiders. Maybe that's enough
Yeah,
for the
they're the only
miners.
ones.
But they're the only
Yeah.
ones.
Oh, sorry. Rhett, really quick. Could I possibly make a nature check to see if he thinks that these spiders could swim, or that the eggs would survive in water? So maybe we just have a dunk in the river before we go, in case that was his next plan. If Bojack didn't kill them, he was going to pick up whoever
While
was
you're
carrying
thinking,
the spiders
Sister
and run
Dolores,
them out
are
to the
you doing
river.
anything? as it is your turn in this.
Oh, sorry. I think
right.
Dolores is going to just start moving towards the exit as well, as far
Okay.
as she can go. I think she's ready to leave. So yeah, that'll be her going all the way. I think she's disengaged from the whole situation and I think she's had a similar idea of like kind of get all these eggs off of her ASAP.
That is a wonderful thought. If they weren't already starting to hatch on you,
Oh,
What
no.
are the
and
gestation
you are
period
now
on these
covered.
eggs?
3
Baby
turns,
spiders.
18 seconds. They don't
You're
take
so
long.
evil. You're an evil man.
This is what's in. I will grab this out to you afterwards. This
You're
is
evil man.
I am also the GM, so I also thank you. Yes, I am.
Yes.
As you walk along, all of you
Plan B's
see.
going into effect.
You'll need to be warned when the turtle doesn't go away. And these are on you already. That's always fun. Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Getting picked on.
Yeah, I've not picked on Bojack's at all this time round. It's fine.
I held my action to attack something, but you're just outside of my
I'm
range.
just gone. I'm like, I'll take my full movement and we'll run out and we'll just, Oh.
Yep.
Yep.
So all these quick hatching caves
Oh, God.
come out from all the places. This might come through twice. I'll take the first one if it does.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's a natural one. Well, that's
Good.
cool.
6.
And an 11. No, that doesn't do anything either. Wow. Okay.
Good. All right, everybody.
Bojax. There's a spider
Okay,
creature
okay.
escaping.
Screaming.
Yeah,
My
Sister
watch.
Dolores now has black habits, and
Grand, yeah, I'll move forward. I will attack. I will use Booming Blade, applying the oil to the end of my spear, and strike forward. 11 misses, if I remember
your
correctly.
boon might help.
Okay.
You have
we'll
to
use-
roll maximum on the boon.
Sure, I'm feeling lucky. I'm feeling
Yes,
real
you're gonna
lucky.
do it. It's definitely gonna happen. Oh,
Of course it doesn't happen.
It's a
Called
wonderful
upon
thing,
this.
but your reach is so much. You hit the ceiling 15 feet above, and just the pipe catches for 1 second, and it's just enough that the blow is wasted. Zircon, they're bringing the spiders out to you. You get to have a go.
Prisoner. I get
Wait.
to have a go.
Are they on Dolores or are they
Yes.
hatched beside her?
No, they're on her. You can see the eggs going out as these things.
Okay, I'm gonna move 10 feet up. I'm going to say to Dolores, hold your breath for a second. And I'm going to cast poison spray on the spiders because it does say a creature I can see. And I can see the spiders, so I can avoid Dolores. It makes perfect sense.
You know, I'm all for it. Sure.
And they gotta make a DC 14 Constitution save.
Oh. 19.
Okay, well they take no damage. So I then go.
As it stops just before the hole really massive.
So that was 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I don't want them near me.
I absolutely, I'm all with you. Fanagar! This barrel's right here. Very
Well,
tempting. Just this barrel. They got that covered.
yeah, I don't know if it's flam, but to the question, if
I mean, if you want to spend your turn doing a nature check to ponder about whether water is an acceptable solution.
it's gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's gonna hope.
right.
Why not?
So, yeah, because of
Barbarian about his rages. It's just, oh man.
The dude.
Yeah.
God.
He's just a dude with a sword now. Dude, it's just a dude with an axe. That's all he is. Just a
He's
dude
basically
with an
just
axe.
Again,
a lamer fighter.
Yeah. Exactly. Can I can I attempt to pick Sister Dolores up?
Can you attempt to what? Sorry?
Pick Sister Dolores up. Go for it.
Sister Dolores, are you willing to
Baptism.
be picked up?
Yes.
Then yes, you
Yeah.
can.
Okay, and then if I could use an action to dash, I presume I'll be slowed by
Yes, you will be at half speed.
carrying somebody.
Okay, so
So
you're
that'd
now
be
carrying Sister
5,
Dolores, who's covered
10,
in spiders.
15.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just saying to the river.
Well, that nice,
16
fast
turns.
flowing river in the mountains. Good. I like where this plan is going. This can only go well. Sister
All of our
Dolores.
plans.
Question: Do
Okay.
we get an attack of opportunity on the spiders?
No, because that's forced movement.
Okay.
So this is.
They didn't choose to move at that point.
I think the
Good
only
looking
thing
up.
I really have that's useful would be Sacred Flame.
I mean, it's still. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can only roll so well for so long. I am a GM. We
Yeah.
know at some point my rolls are going to be rubbish. Because
So
that's
DC 12.
DC 12 dex save. Boop.
At
Get
some
out of
point,
here.
not
There's
now,
a lot
but
of
at
them. They're
some
moving
point.
fast. At some
Yeah,
point.
you're 23.
All your
Get a bead
saves
on
have
one
been
of-
super high.
I must be using.
I've
up all
never
my
seen
luck.
someone
I'm
roll
so
the 20 so
scared.
much.
I'm scared from the game at the weekend with Dave. I think I'm using all my luck now. Right.
It's because
Ooh.
you've accepted Uzon, the god of blood, luck, and traps, as your
That's the god
patron.
of luck. There we go. Wait, I need to bleed. Oh no.
I can't really do anything. I'm being carried willingly. I'm just crying.
Yeah. You know what? Let's put this bite attack on Fanagar.
They know I'm going to
Oh
the
my
water.
god! Shit.
Or
I need to tally how many natural 20s you're rolling. 'cause
That's
this
a
is illegal.
17 on damage, my dude.
oh, I really wish I was raging right now.
17.
Thanagar is down.
Can we use boons to like against you? Can we negative?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Sister Dolores, I'm going to say that you are considered prone at this moment as you come crashing
Oh my
Are
god.
Thanagar's tears enough to drown
Oh, evil man.
down. Okay, so this is the point. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to catch. I put the. I put the sheet down right on top of that pile of people. Right, animals.
Yeah, you're just outside of my range, so I can't inception this either.
Animals would attack. They're going to have to do what they're going to do, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're going to take the attack on you, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that makes
That's
yeah.
what they're going to do.
No.
They take their reaction to plant eggs on Fanagar.
No.
Gross. Gross.
How fast do these guys mature? I'm calling illogicalness.
Shenanigans. Welcome to a wizard done it.
Oh my god.
Bojax, you're nearest. They come for you next.
I'm so far away. I'm so far away.
Yeah, they can reach you. Don't worry. 5,
Gross.
10, 15, 20. Hello.
Ah.
As they scuttle towards you. We like scuttle. See, this is how the alternate. Ben will tell you I have a knack with swarms.
I hate swarms. They're the worst type of enemy.
15 to hit. I don't.
Just misses. Get off of me.
Should I use the boon at this? No, I won't use the boon. Tempting though it is. Bojax.
Do it.
No, I won't. It's 11:30. I want to actually get this.
Just want to kill us and get out of here.
I just want to kill a gun.
We're
Literally, I
already
I
dead.
swore Kate we'd finish early tonight, and I am so
So sorry.
Liar. Too much
I should
fun
have just let
eating
you
us
know.
At
alive.
least we're delightful to spend time with.
So the
10 out of
spiders
10. Would eat party again. Absolutely.
Oh wait, so the spiders are
Bojax,
just on
it is
me
you.
now?
The
They're just
spiders
on me?
have arrived. They're on you again.
Cool. I'll like
They're comfy here. They like it.
I'll just back up a little bit.
That's
with
what-
me, I guess. And again, I'll try the same thing. Just try to.
So you're
brandish
moving
them off
closer
me,
to the rest of your party. Okay, good.
just so I'm within range of them in case the spiders move. So
To be fair, Sister Dolores, you would get an attack of opportunity actually as they left you.
Me? Okay. I
if you
will
wanted to have
attack.
taken it. Just to be fair.
I can't
Damn
attack
it,
with a
that's
can't. I can't react with a cantrip, can I? It just has to
No,
be like
unless you
a-
have Warcaster.
Okay, cool. I'll just hit him with my mace.
Gonna die anyway. We might as well dive into the river.
Yeah, exactly.
Zircon, I'm loving the story you're going to be telling the bards. You will never guess what this thing is. 16 will hit.
Nice. 2.
2 bludgeoning damage.
Wait, I have another thing.
We like a
Yeah.
thing.
I like things.
oh, thanks.
There's like something I have. Sentinel 30 thing. Don't ask me where I made this person this way.
I will
but-
point out that all of you noticed the damage you've done to these previously has been halved, and this is the first time you've done proper damage to them with a weapon.
Oh.
Because
Because
they've
they're
been
babies.
resistant to piercing and slashing. You've just done so much damage every hit. It hasn't
Yeah.
mattered. But
there's something. Where is it? When
this actually
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
splats a couple nicely.
when you hit a creature that doesn't have all of its hit points with a melee weapon attack, the weapon deals extra radiant or necrotic damage equal to half your proficiency bonus. So I think it's just like another 1 point
Another
of
point. Sure.
another point of damage.
2 of them squashed. Just a little spurt of radiant energy for no reason, apparently, you can see. Bojax, sadly, however, you're so hung up on this little.
Everybody's seeing this. How terrible my rolls are. It's like,
He can roll good. I've seen him good.
yeah, once every 3 turns.
Oh man.
Zircon. The
Okay,
spiders are getting closer.
They're getting
Also,
much
Fanagar is
closer.
down.
Zircon
Yeah,
is
but I'm
nearly
not-
out of here.
Okay, I need to
If you
get
get out far enough, maybe there's some explosives in the ship
Yeah.
and bring the whole lot down.
Okay, so I want to deal with the eggs first because that seems smart. So what I'm going to do is I want to cast Primal Savagery on because that's on myself, and I want to use that then because it's acid to just like as like patting him down and like squishing the eggs in like my acidic grip to try and get them off him.
Okay. To start with, make me a melee spell attack. Yeah, okay. To start, make me a melee spell attack. Let's see if you
Okay.
hit to begin with.
I
You do
have
get
it
advantage on this.
here. Advantage. Okay.
Because they are prone.
So,
18.
18.
Can you now roll me a wisdom check?
Wisdom check.
'Cause
Okay.
you're now, you can add, if you have proficiency in Arcana, you can add that. But otherwise, just wisdom.
No, just wisdom. I don't work
Because you're
on
attempting to.
19?
I will allow you to do that. Roll your damage.
Nice, nice, nice.
Because normally, acid would
Let's
not be enough to
go.
deal with the eggs, but
Okay.
to get us out of these mines,
One acid!
Oh.
it's a good thing there is no limit, and they only have to have done some damage. So,
Okay.
and these are also
Uh,
eggs. Yeah,
yeah.
that's fine. One fire would be enough. So we're going to say 1 acid concentrated.
Yeah.
You are able to clear the eggs off
And to
your unconscious person.
So stabilize him. It would have to be an action as well.
That is an action
Okay,
to
well,
stabilize.
Then
Sorry, I got that.
Thanagar
okay.
has healer's kits in his belt.
On his belt,
Stay.
probably, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fanagar, could you roll me a death saving throw, please?
No.
We have finally got there, chat. This has only taken 4 hours.
Oh!
I knew it!
Natural
I knew it!
one.
I put money down that is gonna happen.
Oh.
Not that there's a timer running at this point or anything, but Zircon, you notice Vanagar does not look good.
Yeah, because Zircon dumped acid on it.
I stopped more spiders. How dare you?
Zircon, your kobold is showing. Sister Dolores.
I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on Talagar.
Okay.
Spiders are going to lay
Vanagar,
more
you are
eggs next turn.
stabilized at 0.
Now we just gotta drag him out of here.
Yeah, pretty much. Do you want to stand up, Sister Dolores?
Yes.
Cool.
I'll stand up.
There are still quite a few spiders swarming around Bojax, but
It's fine.
Well, I
it's
did my
fine.
action and my movement, and I'm going to.
you've still got half your movement left if you want it.
Yes, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna just start going. I can't pick up Tanagar or anything. That's
You
like
could,
an action.
I'd say you could drag it with you if you want. You'll only be
I'll
able to move
drag
like
him.
5 foot, but you can make a start on dragging. If you want to move 10
Yeah.
foot, you can.
Cool. I'll move 10 foot with Tanagar
Yeah,
since he did that for me.
because you'd have had normally 7.5. So I'll round up
Cheers,
this
mate.
time, and then we'll roll
Yeah.
down afterwards.
I can't
Cool.
move Tanagar, but you know.
Thanagar and Dolores sort of just like taking turns Samwise Gamgeeing each other.
Yeah.
All right, so the bite on Bojax.
Miss.
Oh,
Miss.
14.
No
Okay,
thanks.
so they do not
Nice.
get advantage on the scuttle.
finally.
17.
It's yeah.
You're going to take 9 piercing damage.
And I am down.
No.
I'm going to say after they've used the action twice, they can't do the egg thing on them. But
So sad.
hello, Zircon. As they go past you because you're just a rock, and they land on the
Yeah.
I'm so
Also,
mad, guys, that we did this
because
Friday
Zircon's in
Spider
it.
Rally.
We should have done this Friday. Greed. Greed.
Bojax, can I
It
have a
genuinely
death
seemed
saving
like
throw,
the
please?
good thing to
Sure,
do. Because the
sure.
people were going to come in and re-inhabit the mine and get eaten by spiders.
We weren't asked to do this, guys. We were only asked to get rid of those guys.
Bojax, Zircon. Bojax
Bojax.
looks not good. Bojax, you want to give us a memory that crosses through your mind?
A
I should have
memory.
asked Hanagar, but I didn't at the time. Yes, a memory. Happy, sad, I don't know, recent, in its childhood.
I think back to why I'm here in the first place. I was kicked out of the Goblin clan for eating the young prince's pet spider, and I think sort of poetic that I now die.
Eyes of a horse it was.
That's my last thought.
Somewhere the gods of trickery are all chuckling away to themselves. Uvon is loving this. So Zircon.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my shield in front of me, and I'm gonna like swipe around it, patting them down again. Just more acid patting off the spiders on Dolores, but like
on
with my
Dolores. Okay, so yeah, roll for an attack. Roll for a melee spell attack, I suppose I should say.
Yeah.
On
14.
Do
You got a
you
boon?
want to use a boon?
Yeah. D4.
You will hit because their AC is 15.
Yay!
Yeah, pin that down. So roll for damage.
Oh, sorry. 5. I didn't know that was the first one.
5 damage. Nice. They will take all that damage.
Okay.
They are still scuttling round, but they are definitely more damaged than they were.
And, I don't want to be close to them.
I'm sure it's fine if you step away.
I don't think it is. I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay, they're closer to Dolores.
I'm
they
clutching
could not
my
be
shield.
closer to Dolores.
I love the fact they can just keep going up and down the line because you always stay next to each other. Wonderful. They don't...
I don't touch my shield.
Okay. Presuming there's no movement or things. Vanagar, roll me 1d4. Two. For next 2 hours, you will be asleep unless someone wakes you up. Have fun. Thank you for playing. Sister Dolores.
This is good.
Okay,
He never
I'm-
got to do this in the fighting pits. Now he gets to watch. I get to watch people, fight to the death.
She's gonna use the last alchemist fire on this this spider.
Yeah.
Swarm.
So they are crawling around you, but yeah.
Alchemist fire.
So that's a dexterity save for them, isn't it?
Yeah, it's DC 8+, so it's
Do
11.
you want to do, because this is going to hit you as well where you are, do you want to do this with advantage for yourself because you know where you're doing it?
Sure, yeah.
And I'll do it as a flat roll for them.
Itching to kill yourself.
I mean, you're welcome not to do
Burning
it.
yourself at the stake.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. So that
Gives you the burning condition on them, doesn't it? I believe.
It does. So they take. Where did I put this? Here we go.
2d4.
1d4.
1d4. Okay.
Yeah. And start
1d4.
burning. Do. 3.
They had 6 points left, and they are vulnerable to fire.
Hey, nice.
Praise it'll matter.
Dag damn it! Well, very cool. Very cool. Yeah. How do you want to describe how you dispatch them? This is all on you as you stand.
I think she just stands. She swarmed over. You could they're crawling up her face and over her eyes and into her mouth, and she's just fumbling in her bag. And she reaches up to get the glass jar that she only picked up over the other side of the room hours, days, and weeks ago. It seems like.
See,
And-
the one thing said 4 spiders.
Yeah, and she just smashes it down onto herself, onto them, and just pushes them away. They all succumb to the flames, and she's just standing there panting and spitting out
So,
dead
Sister
spiders.
Dolores, in that moment, as you swing the flames down, as they erupt around you, there's just that one moment of a celestial feeling, something holding you close, and the fires do not touch you. As this ring of flame surrounds you, your supplicant pose. And you just hear the, "Not yet, my sister."
Wow, she's crying now. The
Uh,
tracks making mark in the sod of her cheeks are just streaming full of tears.
Bojax, I need a death saving throw, please.
No, Bojack.
One.
We ain't
one.
finished.
If we're off, if we're
Goodbye, Bojax. We need you to live. And you and Teddy got to talk about how.
Zircon,
if
do you want
we're-
to? Yeah, I will say. I know. Medical kit, so we're not going to roll any farther on this one. You will be able to stabilize Bojax.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Um,
can cast the Spare the Dying on him as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
After-
Between the two of you, you're able to fix up your swords. Well, they were meant to be your front line, and you're kind of looking down them, going,
Hey,
I was gonna
hey,
say,
Yeah.
I was in the front line. Okay.
I want to
did
for
we
any-
not meet Shield?
to wake Hadagar, I just want to prod him and stand over him arms crossed to go bask in my power.
And at this point, as the two stand over the coming back to consciousness forms, the camera will pan out from here, and we will say thank you and good night on this one. Thank you very much, chat.
We lived,
for
guys.
sticking with
I'm
this.
so happy.
Somehow
Real
party
dicey,
of
real
through
dicey.
This
That
first
is the way
episode of
for
Salt and Ash. I would love to bring this series back, and with this lot,
Yeah.
if possible. We shall have to see what is going on those ways. I just need to make sure I have at least one thank you. So thank you again to Snowy Maps, who created this entirely, did the music, did the things. It's available on their Patreon. It is available for free on their Patreon, even if you're not a paid member. And they are quite happy to let people stream it because they are good folk.
Very cool.
The only bit they didn't do is the artwork for the tokens, which is by Dean Spencer, and I believe the cover art that you saw on the socials is by somebody else. My caller, because I'm foolish that way. The art for the cover is by Mirzabev Roman, aka Solar Thin. I think I pronounced that right. It says it in the thing. Thank you to my cast. They've been wonderful people. Thank you to our two newcomers. Lovely to have you with us. I look forward to killing you back. I mean, bringing you back on stream.
You tried your best.
Oh, you thought that was my best. Oh, my sweet innocent child.
I could just sense that was you going very easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was the tutorial level.
Yeah, this is level
Yeah.
1, guys. Like, this is crazy.
So we just like to things. Thank you as well, obviously, to our Technomancer. It's a map RE. You will see all her one on various socials, and you will see her work on Friday because she does all our artwork for Software and for Andromedus. She's great. And I think that is everything for now. So we will be back on Friday. We hope to see you in the Discord beforehand. If not, I'm going to go and have another shower today because I'm still sweltering hot and ridiculously hot at this time.
Sure.
But yeah, bye for now.
Bye. Thank you for
Bye,
being a
thank
wonderful
you.
DM.
All right,
Thank you for
thanks
the games.
everybody.
This was
This was
amazing.
awesome.
Great one, Rep.
Bye.
Great to play with you all.
again.